It's behind my window.
Perfect.
There we go. All right, so the fastest named adventure group of all time, the Wild Cards, found their way to Tribor, the merchant city that sits at a very prominent crossroads in the Savage Frontier. You all arrived here and began to wheel and deal and talk here and there and get arrested and break and enter and all kinds of good stuff. Trying to make your money, trying to make your way in this world, and what's the better way than crime? But more important things are on the horizons. Stone boulders, orcs astride axe beaks, fire giants invaded the town. People have run and fled, but the Lord Protector says nay. We draw our line in the sand here. To the very specific terror of Darain. But the rest of you all fought off some magmine, these sort of lava elementally, like goblinoid creatures, and now have turned to the larger threat. You see this fire giant commander of this raid digging a hole in the middle of the place. It needs to be dealt with. Looks like it's your job to deal with it. So let's do this. Sweet initiative didn't get screwed up. So Narth ran in. Oh, well, let's go around and just to be sure that there isn't any status effects that need some reviewing. So, Narth doesn't, because Narth's just a little roguey boy, I believe. Darthra, she's just on her horse. She has only lost 8 hit points. I believe her horse is only lost 1 hit point. But I'm keeping track of the horse, so that shouldn't be too much problem. Yenna, you have your aura. What's that?
That is the Twilight Sanctuary.
Right, what does that do?
Gives us temporary hit points.
Cool, yeah. So when you go in there, you get recharge on your 10 points. That's great. Okay, fantastic. What about you, Darain? What are you concentrating, doing anything?
I honestly, the only thing I remember is my bird is on fire.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Your axe beak is on fire. That is true.
That's it. And I like the last thing I did was charge him with a spear attack.
That's right. That's right. There are more sort of these little magmine creatures, but they're not really engaging with you guys. They're kind of just burning buildings and shit. What about you, Rock Guzzle?
Rock Guzzle's sitting pretty and not taking damage, has his temporary hit points from the aura. I think he lost 1 dagger from throwing it out of magma, so there's like 1 dagger on the ground somewhere behind Narth, I think.
Okay, sounds great. The axe beaks are, under your control. The one's on fire. Urgala, does she have anything going on? I don't think so.
No.
No, okay. Neither does Dars, I believe, being a
Dars
rogue.
has nothing, dude. He needs to get his priorities and checked out.
Fair enough. Repair doesn't have anything going on. Since the one died that's Caustic Cruise failed. Okay. Narth took his turn last because he charged, right?
Yep.
Right, so we are on Darthra's turn. What would Darthra like to do?
Let's see where she is. She's back there on Buster, right? She'll back up Narth, so
Alright.
move her behind him, see how much movement that is.
I think this guy's got like 60 feet, so 50 feet to there.
Can she move through him if he's willing, or does she have to wait for him to...
I call it rough terrain to move through an ally's space, but yes. So that was 50 feet. Horse can dash if you want.
Let's see. I would say dash just like an extra 10 feet, not into the fire giant's like attack range, but just kind of in front and leave enough room for other people to get past her as well.
Alright, like that?
Yeah, that'll do. Does she have a ranged weapon?
Yeah, with the horse's dash, that should be more than possible.
Alright, oh, wow. Okay, heavy crossbow could definitely reach you.
She'll reach.
And does Buster dashing count as her dashing, or can she still attack?
Yeah, that's Buster's dash. She's still got a full turn economy.
In that case, she will attack with a heavy crossbow.
Fantastic, yeah. Go for it.
That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit the fire giant.
10 piercing damage.
That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Yeah, she rides in, fires her heavy crossbow. It finds its way like just between the plating and just right in there, and sort of turns around angrily. Is there anything else?
No, we'll leave it at that. She only gets one attack with a crossbow, so we'll leave it at that.
All right, it's the fire giant's turn. He turns around, looking very pissed off that she did that. But he's kind of pissed about that, but I don't think it was enough to deter him from his digging. So he's gonna just kind of shovel his sword in there one more time, kind of glare over at her, sort of like looking very like fierce, and you know, it's not enough damage that he's willing to give up on whatever he's trying to do. He's doing it with great determination. He's just digging a hole right now. Miena.
I'm going to dash to get up with everybody else.
All right, 60 feet, like so.
Yeah. And leave me just
Right,
outside the door.
Like that, or do you want to be? A
Yeah,
little
that's fine.
closer
As
over
long as I have a
here?
line of sight with people.
God, okay, that'll put you in a line of sight right there.
Yeah.
Bring the sanctuary over. Awesome.
Cool. And also
Incredible.
that I'm gonna re-roll those hit points, see if they get a better number.
Okay.
Nope, still at 7.
Still at 7, no problem.
Yeah.
All right, Derain Rootwood. What's up? What are you gonna do?
So I'm gonna get off of this on fire axe beak.
Fair enough. That's half of your speed.
Okay. And then I'm gonna get up right near where Nienna is, because that's probably the rest of my movement, yeah? Yeah,
look at that.
that's it. No, I want to keep it open in case to get people in there.
So like so.
No, where I just was, like right beside her.
Like that.
Yeah, like that.
All right, cool.
Hello.
Anything else?
I'll take a dodge action. Can I do that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You take the dodge action. You are a little harder to hit. You get your shield up nice and proper, ready to.
Yeah, it's kind of
protect
like
yourself.
giving support for people to get in there. I'm the caboose to the mayor's front.
God, you're taking up the rear, no problem. That's gonna bring us to Rock Guzzle. What's the play?
All right, let's just use a movement to get up to where my daggers dropped, where the magma thing blew up.
All right, we'll
Grab
say
that.
we'll say you run over here, you grab it. It's fine, free action.
And then, I don't want to be too eager to move in until everyone else is ready. So, I'm looking at action wise. Can I hide?
Sure. Yeah, your enemy's the fire giant, so.
Yep. Keep hidden for now. Grab my dagger, and I'll move in once everyone's more positioned to
You can move in
this
here as
thing
well.
down. Exactly.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and roll me a stealth check?
Let us pray. 17.
That's good.
Yeah, that is certainly going to be enough. And the fire giant is none the wiser to your being here.
Cool. And I'll leave it there for now.
Fair enough. There we go. That's a fire giant mini.
That looks cool.
Ah, nice.
Hell
Awesome.
yeah. Uh-oh, dude, okay. Okay. That'll bring us to the axe beaks, who are all currently controlled except this one, who's on fire. And it's just gonna like run away and like go and jump into some of the dirt or something and roll around and try and unfire itself, and it does with an action. Oh man, I forgot all my dice and shit. I was like, my things looking so barren over here. Takes a little. Oh man, how strong are axe beaks? Because this might not be a living one anymore.
The ring's just gonna be like, ooh.
Oh god. No,
I like
it's still
how
alive.
Urgala. Oh heck yeah, he's a warrior.
Yeah, but he rolls around in the dirt, he unfires himself, and then he fucking takes off.
Gets
He's
the
like,
fuck
"This
out of
sucks, I'm
Dodge."
leaving." Yeah, I'm leaving. This sucks, dude. Singed blue feathers. All right, Urgala, what's the play?
Urgula's gonna get within range of her bow, which is, I believe, a short bow.
All right.
Just double check that. Window. There it is. And we are going to take some shots. If we are in range, it is definitely a short bow. Range is 80 feet.
Well, you'll be able to shoot him.
Perfect. You got 2 attacks.
He's
out of
certainly
this.
tall enough. There'll be no cover as an issue.
I like the simpler design for the giant, like a nice armor, as opposed to like the big helmet thing it had before. This one looks cool.
There it is.
I don't know if you made this one or not, Ryan, but it looks good.
Oh no, I don't make these minis. I pirate them. No, they're mods. They're mods.
Okay.
I like them.
That's a 16 to hit, by the way.
16 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Ooh.
Bounces off of the steely hard plate armor.
All right, let's take a second shot.
Go for it.
Team plus 3, 17.
17 does not hit, I'm afraid to say.
Damn.
Bounces off. This guy is in heavy plate armor.
Ooh.
Yep, advantage is going to be your best friend in this fight if you can get it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. That's going to bring us to Dars. What's the play, Dars?
Dars is gonna dash as far as he can and getting inward and towards the giant so he can get a clear shot with his sling. Well, next turn. His
Alright, he's gonna
movement
be
is
able-
regularly he's got a movement of 30, so he dashes, so he's gonna get 60.
Alright, so he wants to dash up in there.
Yeah.
He can get right in there if he wants to. You want to keep
Yeah,
like along
that's
the
good.
wall?
Yeah, like right there, yeah. Near the carts.
Got it, got it.
And that's his
Okay,
turn.
what's Repair gonna do? Because he didn't show up today, he's gonna run right in. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. That's gonna be 5, and then he will move through. Come on, work with me. It's about 20 feet with the last 5 feet landing him right there. Okay, what do we got? What do we got for range here? Artificer with Thorn Whip. Cool. 40 feet, huh? We ain't got shit for 40 feet. Yeah. I think that is just gonna be a dodge action, just to be safe. But that is how. That is what we'll do. All right, that's gonna bring us to Narth. All right, Narth, time to save the
Alright,
day.
Let me look at the Axe Beak's movement. That'll probably help. I think it. All right.
Oh, 50
Yeah. So North is gonna move. Let's have the Axe Beak dash and try to get behind the fire giant.
Sure thing. Woo! Bonk. Gets to like 60 feet right there. You can keep going if you want. Or...
Move a little bit more to the like fully behind him. You know. I'm
Got
trying
it.
to set something up for Darathra.
Fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, a good 70 feet gets you right there. The giant sort of shuffling, like looks down as you're running around.
All right, and then I'll have Narth swing his short sword.
All right, go for it. North.
He misses.
Fuck.
Not even
Narth.
close.
Ching, bounces off of the plate, and the guy just keeps digging.
Yeah.
All right, what's Darthro do?
All right. Well, now that now is behind the fire giant. She's gonna have Buster move up to right in front of the fire giant.
All right.
Are
that's
we
a
using
nice little
flanking
35.
rules?
Yes, we are. That's advantage.
Sweet. All right. Let's see how we do. Let me roll 2 of these. She crits with her great
Hell
sword.
yeah! Go for it, Darth. So, as a reminder, you take just roll the dice normally, and then you take the maximum possible roll on your damage dice on top of it. So
Cool.
if you're rolling a d8 and you roll a 4, you take the 4 plus the 8 because that's the max possible roll too.
She hit max,
Darthra, let's go.
so that's 22 total. With
Ooh, that's tasty. She runs in. What she got? A longsword?
she has a great sword, and that's just
She has
with
a
the
great
first
sword.
attack.
And she runs in and slices like right at like the hip where the plate meets the leg armor and just carves a huge chunk into him.
Okay, and this is her second attack.
Go for it.
23 to hit.
23 will hit. Darthra. Darthra, I'm in
Why
love.
are we even here, guys?
Yo, Darthra's got this, guys.
It's a 9 damage.
9 damage. She carves 2 decent chunks into this big fucking fire giant. Well done. Is there anything else?
Buster has an attack, right?
Oh yeah, he does.
All right, let's roll these hooves. 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
15 bludgeoning. Buster hits hard.
Buster
What?
fucks his shit up, and then smashes him like right in the chest because armor doesn't help against bludgeoning. Smashes him in the chest, and, and you see the giant definitely stops digging. Is there anything else?
Well, that's it. Okay, well, that's the end.
All right, the giant raises his sword,
Oh,
and he's
shit.
gonna try and kill Buster.
Oh no, Buster.
No, Buster. You son of a bitch. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Oh, that absolutely hits.
Oh, fuck. Hang on. Where is it? There it is. My dice are disorganized. Uh, 26 damage.
Oh, Buster's dead.
He brings his sword down and cuts Buster's head clean off.
Aw.
And Darthra falls prone to the ground. Oh, Buster. Sorry, buddy. So she'll fall prone. And then I think he's just gonna turn around. I think he's gonna try and kill that axe beak because it's a little annoying.
Alrighty, axe beak.
That is gonna be a nat 1, as he sort of like. I think it's more of like a. Fuck off.
Like an afterthought.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
sort of like.
yeah.
Shoo.
Fuck off. It's kind of like one of those more than anything. All right, Nienna.
All right, I am going to move 30 feet and take the dodge action.
That is fair.
And
Moving
also
in.
just check the hit points again. Oh, we have 8 temporary hit points now.
Hell yeah. So let's see who gets it. Alas, Buster died too soon. 8 temporary hit points for all in the bubble. That'll be Derain, Dartha, Dars, and Repair.
Okay, and yep. Dodge action.
Hell yeah.
Actually, you know what? I can actually do something. Never mind. I can attack
Okay.
with my whatchamacallit, the Sacred Flame.
Okay. Sacred Flame.
Yeah, 60 feet.
Let's do it. That is a 10 to save.
All right, that does not save.
Go for it.
And
Roll me some
that
damage.
is 7 damage.
7 damage. All right. And he takes that. It's a bit of a tickle for the giant, like it burns him, and he sort of. I think he looks more surprised that he actually got burned than anything. And he's like, oh. Is there anything else?
Nope.
All right, cool. Fire giant didn't know he could get burned. That brings us to Dwayne Rootwood. All right, Paladin, now's your time. What do you do?
I'm gonna move in 35 feet.
All right,
Right there.
get you there.
And I'm gonna take a dash to move in and be on the opposite side of the Lord Commander.
Okay, you want to do like that something?
Yeah, just right there.
All right, there's a giant hole right in front of you. Make me. What's your strength score?
Actually, can I stop just before the hole?
Sure, like that.
Yeah, because I want to look down and see what it is. If I can see where he's digging towards. Is it just ground? Is it like a rock?
There's something in the hole. I mean, in a cursory glance here,
Like I would make my action to look in the hole, if I could.
damn. Okay, I'll tell you what. Make me either a perception or investigation check if you wanna see what's in there.
All right. Go with perception, and that is an 8.
An 8.
Ah,
It's not a fully dug hole, but he's clearly hit something, and it is some. I don't want to see alien, but certainly not anything that was probably made around here. You see this bent and broken band that's only about 2 inches thick, but is a couple feet long and is buried in the dirt and still has much more to be unburied.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of just like, perhaps we just let him have whatever this is. I shout that in the battle.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anything else?
What's up?
All right, that brings us to Rock Guzzle.
All right,
What do
use
you
my use my cunning action to dash. I want to try and get as close to these hay bales on the right as I can, basically.
Okay, and you've got how much speed? You got 30?
30, yeah.
So that should get you to about here.
Alrighty. I'm still hidden, right?
Yep.
In that case, I'll throw a dagger at him.
Go for it. You'll have advantage.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit. Roll some damage. Sneak attack applied.
Oh shit!
That is 6 piercing damage.
All right. You. And now he's had 69 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Let him have it. Don't be ridiculous, Doreen.
is he bloodied?
No.
Oh,
Not bloody.
Jesus.
Fire giant. It's a fire giant, baby. That is gonna be that for Rock Guzzle.
Yeah, that's everything for Guzzle.
All right, the axe beaks are going to continue to be controlled. It's Urgula's turn. Come on, Urgula. This is like your thing, isn't it?
Yeah, Urgula is going to try again.
Go for it. I'm going to give you advantage, and the Lord Protector landed prone in a flank.
That was a 19.
That'll hit. Roll some damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Okay,
shit.
that
Where is Urgula?
She's within 80 feet.
Oh, yeah, she's like, yeah, she's got her bow. Go for it.
Yeah. D8 plus D6 plus 1. Okay. So that's 6 damage.
All right. 6 damage. Did
Oh,
you
wait.
apply your
Wait,
special
no, I
feature?
didn't. Extra 7 damage. Sorry, extra 2d6. So that's 6 damage plus 4, 10 damage plus 3, 13 damage.
13 damage. There we go. That sounds more like it. You guys see Urgala fire an arrow quite expertly. Fires, and it just finds its way perfectly around the armor plating and just catching him in like very vulnerable spots. And you want to take your second attack?
Yes. That does not hit.
Oh shit! Shing, bounces off the armor, and he's sort of he's starting to look more and more angry. Dars, what do you do, Dars?
Dars is gonna move in and help Dorathea up if he can get close enough with his 30 feet move.
Yeah, 30 feet. He sort of climbs over Buster, and if you want to use your action to sort of grapple and pull her to her feet, you can.
That's what he's gonna do.
All right, that's what he does. Very heroic of him. Very heroic indeed. Sorry, Buster, man. Rest in peace. All right, that'll bring us to repair. Who goes, well, everyone get out of my way. It's my time to do something cool. And he's going to run over here. And he is going to use Old Reliable, I think. He's going to fire off a Tasha's Caustic Brew once more. He loads some rotten fruit into his, like, arm and then shoots a line of acid. Tomatoes are very acidic and damage your gut. And shoots it out. He's really smart, so he would know that. Okay, let's see what's going on here. 30 feet each time, make a dex saving throw. Big news, this guy isn't very dexterous. And it on his armor, he goes, and Pear goes, well, howdy doody, I did it. And he's gonna run back 5 feet. All right, that's gonna be Narth. What do you do, Darth?
All right, Narth
Narth,
is
not
going in for glory. He's gonna stab him with a short sword.
All right, well there he is, and he has advantage with the Lord Protector.
That's 22 to hit.
That'll hit 22. That'll hit.
5 piercing damage.
5 piercing damage. Hell yeah, we love that.
And then the axe beak is gonna beak it.
All right, fair enough.
Peck it, peck it.
Back.
21 to hit.
21 will hit. Roll some damage.
3 slashing damage. Still a lot.
We'll take it.
He's
But
like,
we'll take
oh
it."
my fucking ankle.
Honk.
Honk. Definitely bloodied at this point. Darthra, what would you like to do?
We swing the great sword.
You swing the greatsword. Go for it. Advantage.
That's 24 to hit.
24 will hit. Roll some damage. God, guys, good job laying into this
15
guy.
slashing.
15 slashing damage. Go again. Do another one. Do it again.
Alrighty. 24 again for 10 slashing.
Hell yeah, we love that shit. All right,
Protector's a
fantastic.
badass.
Yeah, she's kicking ass. To which, it's the giant's turn. Anyone who understands giant, I think there's a couple folks in here. The giant says, all right, no more fucking around. And he brings his sword up, and he's gonna start going to murder. That's his new job. First off, he's gonna go for the Lord Protector, who has been fucking his shit up real good. All right. Oh. Oh God. Not doing that again. That's gonna be 23 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Oh, fuck.
She's a glass cannon, I'm afraid.
It's gonna be 24 slashing damage.
All right. So how much HP did you lose from at the beginning? 8, right? Okay. So no. So loses the temp HP, which is also 8.
Okay. I think he's going again against her because she has been fucking his shit up.
Alrighty.
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, shit.
That's going to be 25 damage.
Oh. Okay. She's still standing.
She's
Just
still standing. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
dude.
Arthur's a badass, dude. He slams into her twice, and she sort of like she sort of stands, and looks defiantly up at this giant who looks down at her with this look of like actual surprise that she's not dead. That's gonna bring us to Nienna, who might be the secret to her survival.
Yeah,
Possibly.
so yeah, because she's gonna get more temp hit points.
And maybe a heal.
Yeah, it's my last heal, guys.
Well, the giant looks bloodied.
Yep, let's
Giant's bloodied.
let's heal up the Lord Commander with I just check which healing spell I want to use.
More like swole.
Damn, I didn't think she was gonna live through that.
Okay,
honestly,
I'm gonna
the 10 hit points basically saved her.
yep, I'm gonna run up to the Lord Commander and touch her back and cure wounds.
All right.
God, and I stab her and become the new Lord Protector.
Oh, that is a 11.
All right, 11 healing to the Lord
Mhm.
Protector.
And now for the temporary
Oh.
hit points, she gets 7.
All right, 7 temp points for the Lord Protector.
She's looking
Rough.
coin flip. She's looking okay-ish.
She's like, I could keep fighting.
I'm gonna take my remaining 5 feet and move back.
All right. Oh, okay, thank you. That's all we needed. All right, Durain, my man.
Yeah, it's
Your
time.
people are
dude.
fighting. The giant's falling. Darthra survived 2 blows. She's standing
fine.
true. What do you do?
I am gonna move to a position that might give me advantage if it's possible, and then I'm gonna just freaking try and spear him.
All right. You could stand on Buster's corpse if you. You could go. We'll call it 20 feet to right here, and that'll get you a flank with Narth back there.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna freaking spear.
Go for it.
That is wow, a 5 and a 4.
Oh my
At
god.
advantage?
Oh,
That advantage.
Oh shit! Durain's still a little, perhaps, terrified of this whole situation. Has found courage, but his hands still shake and does not spear true, unfortunately.
And that's I can actually no wait. That's an action. So nope,
Unless
that's
you have a
my
bonus
turn.
action. Yeah.
No,
all
I
right.
have a
Cool.
bonus
Cool.
action.
Rakazal.
all right. How much movement do I have? How far am I from the giant?
You could get in melee for 10 feet.
Let's do that.
All right, you do so.
And can I pick up my dagger that I threw at him?
Sure, you like pull it out of his leg, and he's like, "Oh."
Nice. Don't actually necessarily need the second one right now, but I'll want it for just in case.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm gonna go for a stabby.
Go for it. I don't think you have advantage on this one, though, just so you know.
Alrighty. Do I still get sneak attack because there are others who are engaged with him, though?
That's right.
Cool. It does not matter because I do not hit.
14, you try and find a good angle, but he's ready for you, and you kind of glance off of his plating, unfortunately.
I'll use my cunning action to disengage and move back 10 feet.
10 feet, and you get into a nice, safe, and healthy distance.
I'll take that.
Very nice. All right, Urgula Meltimer, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move in 30 feet
All right,
and take another shot.
go for it.
That is a get your sheet back. 22.
22 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, first one is 6 plus 1, so 7. Plus 4 is 11. Plus 3 is 14 damage.
14 damage will do the job. Okay.
Okay, and let's take the second shot.
Second shot, he's bloody, is it? He's super bloodied.
Nah, he's that doesn't hit 17.
17 pshing, bounces off the plate, unfortunately.
Dude. Is this about
Okay.
to happen?
We're so close. We're so close.
No. Dars, who hasn't done shit, is this about to happen? Dars.
Dars, what are you
gonna-
doing, buddy? What are you
He's
doing?
gonna charge with all his might and try swing with his short sword.
All right, it's getting a little dense out there on the front line, but he manages to get to here. There's no advantage, but he can go for it.
All right.
In fact, he needs to back up.
He's a 12.
He goes, "Oh, for tribal! Ching, shit!" Anything else?
And that's it.
That's
Wait,
it.
can he
All
swing-
right.
Can he swing again? Let me see. No, he cannot. He cannot.
Got it. As it is Repair's turn, and I forgot to do it, we're gonna do the Toxic Brew right now. I'm gonna get that little bit of damage into the giant because he deserves it. We all know it. Okay, he would have taken 5 points of acid damage. And he goes, well, that's just not working quite as effectively as I might have hoped. I need to work on my mechanics and such. Let's see. Do we have anything else in here? No. Okay. We do have. I mean that.
Could he thorn whip them into the pit?
I know, that's what I was thinking. He's gonna run 10 feet forward and he's gonna do a little thorn whip. Psh! Try and drag him into his own pit he just dug. He goes, "Alright, everybody watch out!" And he, what's Darthra's AC?
Oh, did he roll on that
rolls a-
one?
He rolled on that one.
Darth's
God.
AC is a 12.
Darthra's
Darth's AC is 14.
14, rolls a 17. That's gonna be 5 damage to Darthra, and she is
Okay.
yanked back. Oops, that's the horse. She's yanked back 10 feet.
Okay.
What the hell are you doing? He goes, "Oh, but that was just an accident. I'm terribly sorry." And that will be the turn. All right, Narth Terrazin. Is it hero time or what?
It's hero time. All right, let's do this. Is it still advantage or is it not? Because
Darthra just got moved, so a little adjustment to the right or to the
Yeah,
left, I
well,
guess, will do the
yeah,
job.
adjust him for the flank. Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, roll with advantage. 50 ain't gonna cut it, Narth. That's no good.
Mm-mm. Narth
But-
tries and bounces off the armor again.
But can the will the axe beak do the job? The axe beak
No fucking
crits.
The axe beak crits, cleaves right into the back of his leg. That's gonna be 10 damage. Still standing, if barely. He's really hurt. Couple decent blows left. All right,
Okay.
Darthra Sendril. She's done the most work here. Let's see if she can bring it home.
Yeah, Darthra moves back in to stand on the corpse of Buster for Buster.
Oh, Buster! It's still in a flank.
All right. No, that first attack misses,
Bounces off the armor.
and the second one. 16. That's no.
Bounces off the armor. The thorn whip hurt a little bit. She's a little dazed as all of the blood loss is starting to catch up with her. Anything else?
That's all she's got.
All right, it's the giant's turn. He's gonna take Darthra down because she's the one she's almost, I think, independently brought him down to half or more.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 20 to hit.
Oh, that hits immediately.
It's gonna be 19 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so that's the last 2 10 hit points gone. And the 17. Oh boy, she doesn't look good.
She's still up. He's gonna take her down with all his might if he can. That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Uh, 23 damage.
Say goodbye to the Lord Protector. She's dead.
She's a relevant NPC. She'll go to death saving throws.
Cool. Yeah, then she's down.
Carves her and she falls to the ground. Her sword lays at her side. The main champion of this battle has fallen. The tide has turned. Nienna, what do you do?
I go to the Lord Commander and I touch her and I cast Spare the Dying.
All right, she is spared of her dying.
And I move back a bit. Just to,
Not Buster. All right, you move back a little bit.
and let's
no
roll for
problem.
temporary hit points.
All right.
She gets another 7 hit points.
I don't think you can take temp points when you're down, unfortunately.
Damn.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So
that's
we're
how
all
it
still at
works.
8. We're all still at 8 then.
All right, all still at 8. Fantastic. Derain.
Okay.
We need a hero.
We need one. I'm gonna, here we go. Gonna spear with advantage.
Go for it.
Yay!
That
You
is.
did it!
Yeah, 22. With a
22,
smite.
go ahead, hit. You're gonna smite. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go, baby.
And so that is a 5.
Yep.
And then here's the smite.
All right. Come on, big smite. Give me a big smite. We need a big one.
9 smite. Okay.
2d8. Oh, that was a really good one. That was
That's
really
16 damage.
11. 16 damage.
Good. He is still standing. If barely, he's toppled. He's like, he even falls to a knee at one point. Gets back up. Blood's pouring out from the different pieces of his armor. Between the plating and such, he is very, very, very,
Finish
very
him off,
bloody.
Rock Guzzle.
He's on death's door. Rock Guzzle. Oh my god. You see it. You see your name in shining lights in this moment. What do you do?
All right. If I move it, I can get a flank with what's his face?
Green?
Any
Stars.
of these guys.
Stars. Yeah. Okay, I'll move in.
Yeah, you could
Alright.
do a nice flank with either of those two.
Okay. Let's do
Hey,
this.
run into flank. Come on, you got this. You got this.
22 to hit.
Yes.
22, rolling some damage. Get your sneak attack on that.
Get the damage roll off. Alright, that is 8 points of piercing damage, and then I'm going to use Fear of the Small to add +2 to that. So that's 10 total.
How do you want to slay the fire giant, Rock?
Yes! Alright, see Rock Guzzle just stab a dagger in and then just start climbing with his daggers on the back of this giant.
Yeah.
Until he gets to the head and he says, "This is for the first glory of the wild cards," and just plunges the daggers into the giant's skull.
Oh. You yeah. So while he's like batting off the Lord Protector, Derain's firing holy energy into his leg and he's distracted. Rock Guzzle, you jump up the hay barrel, you plunge your daggers into the back of his plate, you carve up and you get on his head and he like, and he sort of notices you there. You make your declaration, "First glory of the wild cards," and you stab into his head and he sort of fumbles for a minute, and as you're like turning the blades, you're like, "Oh, I got like a Ratatouille thing going on right here," and you like kind of like try and direct where he falls, sort of Aragorn and Frodo on the bridge, and he and all of this dirt and sand gets kicked up. Rock Guzzle, you're sent flying, and you along the ground. Luckily, you probably get back up on your feet before the dust settles. Just enough time to get into a very heroic position if you want to.
See the
And-
jingling bells as he like moves, just adjusts his hat.
Yeah, exactly. There's this huge smash on the ground. Everyone's blinded by the kicking up of sand, and as the dust is settling and everything goes calm, all you can hear as the sand and the dust is settling is ching 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 ching. And then as it settles, maybe Rock Guzzle's got like a leg up on the giant's head, very
Yes.
heroically posed. The fire giant who attacked Tribor has been felled. The various you see like around the various Magmire creatures that are like watching, they go and they like just go bolting off, running away. And with that, all of your various heroes in here and such let out a deafening cry of excitement. The wild cards! What? I heard him say wild cards! Wild cards! And everyone celebrates. The Lord Protector sort of comes to for whatever reason. Someone gives her a good slap in the face, or I don't know.
Nienna will help her up. Nienna will help her
Okay,
up.
you help her up. And with that, Tribor has been saved by the wild cards.
Wow.
Good
We
job, everybody.
Very well for the NPCs.
Hell yeah. I'm so glad that you guys got the final blow. That makes me so happy inside. Theme. Oh, I've got like a good like. Oh yeah, where is it? It's called like the dragons defeated. Yeah, this is like the perfect thing for right now. So with that, Feld, Rock Guzzle, Looking the Hero. The wild cards are there. Pats on the back are had. People slowly begin to come out of their houses to see that the battle is past. Some people take pails of water and sort of let out the fires on their various stalls and homes. The Lord Protector sort of approaches the four of you, including Repair, who just got arrested. And she's sort of like leaning on her great sword, and she goes, "You did good. You saved Tribor. Who the wild cards?
That's us.
Well, you'll always
What's
be
real?
welcome in this town." She puts a hand out to shake each of your hands.
I give her a forearm. Yeah, what it has.
Yeah, a fucking predator handshake. Like the air sort of scatters off all of you guys as there's a boil. Yeah,
Oliver
she grabs
keeps
each of your
Billow.
hands. Yeah, exactly. Shakes Rock Guzzle's hand. She's just like stunned. She's like, you slew a fire giant. That's no small feat. Good, well, incredible.
I know much is to be done, but someone should look at what's in there. And I point into the hole.
Everybody sort of does the camera down, and everybody's like heads all like come into the frame as you all like look down into the hole. All 8 of you. And yeah, you guys look inside. And if do you guys want to like complete the digging and kind of like figure out what exactly this thing is?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Let's dig.
Yes, it's not going to take long. It's going
In truth, though,
Most-
we took no damage. Like, we're chilling right now.
yeah. Darth was like getting bandaged by
Yeah,
somebody in the
It's like a group project.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, there's like 4 people. She's like in a full body cast. She's like, Buster, Buster. But you guys all take a minute to go in. You guys see this. It is a C-shaped fragment. It's only about 2 inches thick, but it's about 11 feet long, and it is heavy. It is made of some strange metal, and it weighs about 1,000 pounds. Anyone can make an Arcana check if they want to figure out what the fuck this thing is.
That's not my level of expertise at all.
I got a
didn't-
17.
17. You look at this thing, and you recognize that this is probably one small part of an enormous construct.
Ooh. They're going to be building something with this. I imagine it looks like a part to some sort of construct.
Huh? That's weird. Why do they something so important in the middle of a town?
Well, it was probably buried long ago before the town. It's ancient.
If
People will begin to sort of, just so you know, citizenry begins to like sort of flood into the site of the battle to kind of see what happened for themselves, and sort of the excitement of this feat of heroism. So I'm not going to place the minis, but many townsfolk begin to gather here.
I look at
They're all-
the Lord Commander.
Yeah.
If one giant came, there's good chance there's another and others. So I don't know how or who or what, but if you're deciding your next steps, digging out the rest of this might be Tribor's best interest.
You're probably right about that. Something has to be done with it. But hey, this is your field of victory, and that's your spoil. That's what I say. It's no better way to get rid of it than to give it to all of you.
I don't know what
Bloody
it
hell, are we
is.
supposed to bring it with us?
You're gonna see two folks come out of the crowd in this moment. The first one, you're gonna have to bear with me as I go back to navigating this this nonsense. Yeah, you see Erlem Stockspool, the guy who was employing you to spy on that guy. He sort of appears with his bodyguard out of the mess of people, and he says, "Did I hear that the spoils belong to all of you? Well done. This is a very interesting piece of metallurgy. I'd be willing to pay you 5,000 if you would be willing to sell it to me. 5,000 gold pieces in your hand."
So I looked to the other slate. You hear that?
You're
That's a
gonna
lot of gold
see. You're gonna see. While this has all been happening, Narth's co-worker sort of comes up and gives him a hug, and the two of them sort of talk as they look into it. And she'll say, "Or you can sell it to me. I'll match his price. Sell it to the Lion Shield Costa." You got two offers for 5,000 gold pieces for this little piece of metallurgy, or this big fucking piece of metallurgy.
All right, team huddle, team wildcard huddle. We're
Okay.
gonna
Okay.
convene with the deck. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
You can make them fight for it.
No, there's been much bloodshed already, and fires and death. I
Not to
smelled
the-
that.
Not to the death.
And
Just
the,
little scrap.
I still have some of Buster's blood on my boots, but I digress. We should I don't know, maybe figure out what it is exactly before we give it off. If a fire giant wanted it, I don't imagine selling it to the next highest bidder is the most smartest thing to do.
Well, if there are different parts of this, and they get more parts of it, perhaps they could defend themselves more readily.
Huh.
Well, the way I see it is, it's not much use to us, really, and I mean, if it is something that the Giants will want, I'm super hyped that we took down that fire giant, but I also do not like the idea of us being hunted down by giants forevermore while we hold on to it. So I'm of
And we
the
do need the
opinion-
money.
and we
True,
do need the
yes.
money. So
Yes.
I think we
we
have to
do.
get rid of this thing as soon as humanly possible.
So
So then which one?
who are our two options again?
Stockspool, our current employer, and the Lions something.
Here, I gotcha. The Lion's Share. That's the big trade house in. It's where Narth works.
And the Lion's Share.
Well, Narf was with us in the battle. That feels perhaps, I don't know. If they're both matching the same price, I feel one side's earned it more.
Well, that's that, but there's also which one would give us more opportunity in the future.
We do also already have business with Stockspool, so it would seem weird to. He might not appreciate us favoring someone else over him.
Perhaps. I I suppose if you two feel Stockspire is the right choice, I concur.
Okay.
I'm torn. I abstain because on one hand, I also do agree with you that Noth was actually in the battle, and so does have a better claim to it than Stockspool does.
What if we sell it to both of them and they can dig it out and split it right now?
Like I said, let them fight for it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess one of them will have to make a better offer than the other. All right, let's deal. Let's play our cards.
Okay.
Very well. Very well.
Rockos will kind of like approaches them, but so we think that both offers are tempting, not just because of money, of how much gold you're offering, but because of who's offering it. So one of you will have to tip the scales in some way, either a stronger offer or convince us, I guess.
Okay. Let's see. I'll tell you what, make me a persuasion check.
All of us or just Rocco?
Just rock guzzle.
Okay, I'm okay at these. I have a pretty good. Okay, 14.
14. Okay. Let's see. Stockspool approaches you, Rock Guzzle, and says, "Well, my friend, here's the thing. If you sell the contraption to me, I will make it worth your while more than just gold. I have connections beyond here, Tribal. I belong to a very exceptional organization, and my connections run far. And perhaps, if we continue to work together, those connections can become your connections." Her name is Alestra Ulgar. Alestra goes, No, you should sell it to us, because, I mean, well, North's a big hero now, and Stockspool's, he's got a bit of a reputation. Right? I kind of all look at her, and they're like, that's kind of rude. She just goes, but come on, I mean, hangs around with grunts and brutes all day, but my establishment is a honorable trade, and you see, like, generally, like, the crowd around is, like, looking at her with, like, and you guys know that the lion's share isn't regarded very well in town by now, because they're sort of deemed outsiders, because they're from, like, a different, they're companies from a different town, so immediately the locals are like, you know.
Alright. Well, definitely we have a very clear favor, and I appreciate our contributions, but I think our first choice was the right choice.
I'm sorry. We're planning to be a world famous adventuring party, and if we're looking to the future, having connections, well, widespread connections is, I think you would agree, is a wise investment. With you, Stockspool.
Rock Hustle goes, that's a no for me, dog.
Yeah. And for that reason, I'm out.
And for that reason, I'm out. Dun dun, the big X. Stockspool says, very well, you will not regret it. And he turns to one of his workers and says, whispers to him a little bit, and he runs off. And a couple minutes later, he's going to come back with a chest. Well, like, two guys come up with a chest, and they, like, put it down on the ground. You see Stockspool, he sort of unlocks the chest and opens it up, and inside you see there are 10 very large, well-cut gemstones. It's very much sort of like Pulp Fiction, where he opens the case and it like shines. It's very much like that, where these 10 beautiful gemstones, each worth about 500 gold pieces.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Oh,
Will this suit your needs? Wild cards.
I
it
believe,
certainly will help.
This will satisfy.
Indeed.
All right.
But now we can
Incredible.
want some horses.
That you can. I can tell you what kind of gems you guys are getting in there if you care.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Each one worth 500. The first one is an alexandrite, which is a transparent dark green gemstone. The next is a blue spinel, which is a transparent deep blue gem. There is a topaz, a beautifully cut topaz is a transparent golden yellow gem. An aquamarine, which is a transparent pale blue-green gemstone. I think I got 2 more here, or 10 more. Jesus. There's a blue spinel in there as well, which is a transparent deep blue. And lastly, you see there are 4 opaque pure black pearls. There you go.
So that would be 4 black pearls, 2 blue spinels, alexandrite, aquamarine, and a topaz. Got it.
Should be 10 of those.
Too bad there weren't any diamonds, because I could have used one.
Yeah, sorry, no
That's okay.
no diamonds in that one.
6.
Yeah, diamonds
For a
are
total
See,
of
unlike the
5
real world,
pounds.
the diamonds aren't a manufactured economy in this world. They actually have like real material value, so they are a little more rare.
freaking so we've got 5,000 gold for the 4 of us.
There's also the giant's corpse that hasn't been.
Yep.
looked
Yeah,
for.
I'm gonna go check out the giant corpse. I'm gonna
Okay,
down.
my friends. Okay, the first thing you see are the 2 obvious things. The massive set of like plate armor that it's wearing, like this black iron, very well crafted plate armor that is meant for a giant. This huge fuck you longsword that he has. And there's also some other stuff. He also has strapped to his belt, he has a bag, and there is also a strange magical looking rod on his left hip.
I'm gonna look inside the bag.
I'm gonna take a look at the rod.
All right, you look at the rod. The moment you pick it up, you feel the presence of attunement. This is indeed a magic attunable rod. And it's made of some like deep black with like when the light refracts off of it, it almost becomes blue. It's like very hard metal.
Okay.
It's about
Uh-oh. Oh, there you are. Is it about which?
the rod also has 2 prongs at one end and a molded handle grip on the opposite end.
So everybody just say right before that, because you froze up momentarily for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
okay. It is 4 feet long, weighs 100 pounds, and it has 2 prongs at one end and a molded hand grip on the opposite end.
Okay.
Inside the bag, there's a couple things. The first thing you pull out is this beautiful ruby pendant, Durain,
Okay.
that is worth about 750 gold pieces.
Alrighty.
There is, and as you look at the bag, there's some other stuff. There is a coffin with a skeleton in it. There is a 6-foot long wooden fence post.
There's a bag of holding.
No, it's just a bag. It's just a
Giant-
really big bag for a
Giant
giant.
bag. Oh yeah, it's a Giants bag.
It's like
That's
the
right.
guy just has like giant-sized junk.
That's right. There's a dented metal helm that has sort of like dried foodstuffs on the inside. You get the sense he was using it as a bowl. There is a small bag of salt.
Okay.
And by small, I mean small for a giant, so pretty big for you guys. And lastly, there is a giant-sized shabby wool cloak.
All right.
There's also about 16 gold mixed in.
Alrighty.
All right. So,
So I'll toss in the valuable stuff with our other valuable haul.
Yeah. Great way to start adventuring. Wealthy.
well, let's just divvy up that 16 gold right now, just to because
Yeah.
it's So just add 4.
I've like put all the gemstones just in Ruggles' backpack for now, just so that we know what they are and how many there are. But
Independent.
You guys don't want the broken fence post? You don't want that? No, that's not for you?
no,
No?
I think we're good on fence price.
I'll add the pendant to where the gems are, so you can add it there.
All right, fine. That's fine.
That way we'll sell them all at the same time and stuff. Oh, before I give the pendant though, can I look at it, see if it has like a sort of like a group, like any sort of connotations on it, a part of it, like thing.
Make me an investigation check.
Alrighty. That is a 17.
You look it over to the best of your ability. It is very well made, very finely cut, but there's no sort of personalized inscriptions or anything of the like on there.
So I toss it in with the rest of the stuff.
That means it's free loot.
Yeah, free.
Oh no, I can't take it back to the owner. I guess it's mine.
Some giantess is crying somewhere.
But this is like a your guy's size pendant. Like,
My bracelet.
Oh, okay.
yeah, this isn't a giant sized pendant. This is a you guys sized pendant.
Alrighty.
And someone can wear it, man. Or you could give it a gift to somebody and let them love you forever. I want to treat you right.
Give them,
Or we
give them
could sell
one
it for
pearl.
cold hard cash.
I want to take you away from all of this.
Well, a
All
giant
right.
for you.
With that, the crowd begins to disperse. You see, what's his face sends some thugs over and some carts over and starts tying the giant fragment to them and begins to start to excavate it. And people begin to go back to their business, but you guys have definitely earned the title of the Heroes of Tribor. As you go around, like people are like, "Oh, Heroes of Tribal, the Wild Colds, there's the Heroes of Tribal," and that's definitely something you guys can attach to your group name at this point. As it seems to be widely acknowledged around town.
Okay.
Well, just a suggestion, but perhaps we should take a look at horses and perhaps like a wagon or something.
I agree.
Yes. Tomorrow. Tonight, I'm going to celebrate being the hero of Tribor.
Perhaps pay your bill as well.
Oh, yeah, you do
Don't worry
have-
about that.
you
Hey, it is
have
also
some
worth
debt to
noting
pay.
it's like 8 a.m. Like the day's just started. It just
Oh,
happened in the
wow,
morning.
yeah.
This is-
So you guys can, hey, you can. It's a fucking. This is the sandbox of all sandbox games, man. You can take the day if you want it. Like, do you, buddy?
Oh, Niana wants to go look at horses.
No, I'll look for horses.
Yeah.
I'll look-
You've got like your pendant on. You've got your gemstones, and you're like, all right, let's get me a horse.
Time to go shopping.
Absolutely. So there's a number of different stables in this town. It's your choice where you want to head. The nearest one is right across the street. Oh, let's get rid of these Magmine. We don't need them anymore. Whatever they're called, Magmine or Magmine. Oh, they're called Magmines because they explode. So yeah, people start coming out of their homes. The sun rises a little bit more today. Get out of here, Axbeak. You ran away. Oh, there's also. Oh no! Oh no! I deleted all of them. Oh fuck! That's gonna take a minute to put back together. It's fine.
You can't
I'll do that
control
later.
Z?
No. No. That's
You
gone
try?
forever.
Try, just in case.
I did.
We could
You
break
can't.
if you want to. Like...
No, it's not that important. It's not that important. It's just aesthetic, but it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so yeah, there's a number. Yeah, actually, give me not even a minute just to set up for some roaming around town, and I'm ready to go for roaming around town. Okay. So yeah, there is the one right across the street from where you guys just had your little War of the World. It's known as the Cart and Coin, where you can see horses and draft animals working away. You see this married couple seemingly tending to everything, children sort of running around, about a dozen workers. But you guys did happen across the Happy Horse Ranch, which is this massive paddock right upon entering. Where would you like to go shopping?
Between the two, which one looks like, I don't know, the most, I don't know, like,
The goodest. Which is the goodest?
best? Which one looks the best?
Which is the goodest? Both look good, but as far as just I mean, easily the Happy Horse Ranch is seems to be more successful, at least by how much land they have, because this is their paddock. This is theirs. Everything you can see is theirs.
Oh, let's go check the happy horses, I think. They're the happy ones.
Yeah, they got a huge place to roam about. Yeah, so it sounds like Rock Guzzle and Nienna are going to go do a little shopping.
And Drain,
Yeah.
it's coming too.
Crane's coming.
Actually, no. I will. You guys can buy the horses together. Durain's actually gonna be looking at armor and the like.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Probably Repair will go there because me and Repair have talked about like them doing armor stuff. I know Repair's not here today, but it would.
That's fair.
It feels like it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna abstain from spending anybody a missing PC's gold, but like, yeah, he can still come with you for like narrative purposes. But yeah, Nienna and Rock Guzzle, you guys find your way to the Happy Horse Ranch. Meanwhile, it's also worth noting that the 12, the sort of cavalry guard of this place, has returned from the outlying ranches and start reporting to the Lord Protector. They look battle-worn. Looks like they were in a fight themselves. And yeah, so you guys find yourselves here. People definitely coming out of their houses. They're a little busy over here. And these guys would have ran outside because they're militia. So you're going to get to talk to some of the hands, and they're going to say, oh yeah, if you're the heroes of Tribal on our ranch, incredible. It's a pleasure to meet you all. Have you right here on the ranch. By all means, I'm sure that Master Cornvella herself would love to speak with all of you. She's the matriarch of the house. She's just right over there talking to the horses. And you guys can make your way through, and you're gonna see this getting on in her years lady. She's she's in fairly good shape. You get the sense she does a lot of hands-on work around here. She's hanging out with the horses, and you can approach her, and she says, "Well, who are you two then?"
Nienna?
I'm Rock Guzzle.
Pleasure to meet you too. What can I do for you here today?
Well, we're looking for horses.
Yes.
Well, you certainly sniffed out the right place to do that kind of work. Congratulations. What kind of horses were you thinking? We sell all kinds, yeah?
Let's see what you have in terms of perhaps riding, let's see, riding and maybe war horses.
Certainly, we have both to be sold here. We raise the finest horses around. And she starts like showing you around the paddock, and there's a variety of beautiful, very healthy horses. There are, there's two major paddocks here for roaming. There's like where the actual sort of fenced-in, forested area over here is where a number of workers help those out. And yeah, there's a variety of riding and war horses. They don't seem to have any of the standard draft. And she goes, yeah, we have whatever you could possibly want here. I warn you, the war horses are very expensive, very much for the noble types. And if you'll forgive me for saying so, but you don't look to have that kind of coin on your person. I might be wrong. I'm not.
Well, how much is a war horse?
400 gold pieces each.
I think
I
it's
just
around
looks at the end, like, oh no, 400. How could we possibly?
Well, if you do want to conserve a bit, if we could get riding horses and put armor on them.
I was kidding. I mean, between the three of us,
She knows he was kidding.
between the three of us, the most likely to need the war horse is probably Durain.
Well, Durain, if he even gets a horse, I mean, who knows what he wants to ride?
I mean, he still has that axe.
He does. He still has the axe beak.
He still has that axe beak.
Didn't it run away? I think
Oh
Narth
yeah,
has-
that's right. He got off his.
Fucked
and
off.
rode
Yeah.
away.
Narth, on the other hand, is the brand new owner of an axe beak.
Yeah, I think Narth would hand it off to you. I think that there was two, right? There was two.
Yeah,
left.
Yeah, those two.
I think they'll hand them off to you guys and be like, if you want them, like you can have them. Like I don't have a use for a fucking blue bird. Well, there's only one left. No, the other.
There's only one. Yeah. Narth is
Well,
like
Narth-
the one surviving.
I'll
one.
take the axe beak that's left.
All right, Narth will give you an axe beak. So you can if you want to go to your extras tab and add it as a mount, you can be an axe beak guy.
Alright.
Wonderful.
But she says, but our horses here they are swift and nimble. If you want a riding horse, those are only 75 gold pieces. They're not as equipped for battle as a war horse. You know, much more sturdy creature, having a little bit more grit, ready for danger. But very fleet of foot, 60 feet around, and very exceptional beasts.
How do they do with pulling wagons in long distance?
They pull wagons just fine. If you're looking for something to pull a wagon, I'd recommend just buying yourself some draft horses then.
Kind of looks in the Anna and I say, I'm not super well suited for horseback combat, so I'm looking for something to be something fast and something just kind of suited for, traveling the coast, really. I don't know what you're thinking.
Well, I've never seen a goblin around here. Is this your goblin? She points to Nienna.
No, he has his own person.
Right. There's not going to be like a goblin attack. I mean, we just had one.
No.
We just had a giant attack.
No, he's actually.
I can take my
specialized in
business
people.
elsewhere if you want.
He's
Why is he,
actually quite grand. He's
Well-
good. He's good.
I can see that. Well, is he a clown?
I
Why
know,
do you- why is he all
I
dressed
haven't
up?
quite asked him.
Oh. All right. Anyway,
He's
he goes,
just he's
well,
just
he's
really
very small. If he wants a pony, there's a pony ranch on the other side of town.
You just see like Rock Guzzle's like a vein is starting to like pulse the side of his head. Just
Well, how about this? How about we get something where you can ride together?
that can work. That can work.
I want so
would you like to
dwarf and
get
an elf
one more
share a
horse?
horse. It's
Or
kinda
one
funny.
riding horse? What do you think? War horse or riding horse?
I'd say riding horse.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, you want speed? A riding horse will suit you. That'll
Mhm.
be 75 gold for the horse. If you want a bit and bridle, which for steering, that's going to be 2 gold pieces. And if you want a riding saddle, I mean, you can get more expensive saddles if you want, but you're going to have to go to the lion's share for that. But they make the best saddles in all of the valley.
And we could also talk to our fellow
We could.
from the other day, yesterday, and to get some. What was it he sold again? The bit and bridle, or I can't remember what he sold.
Oh, he sells saddles. He sells like elk leather saddles. If you're
Okay.
talking to that
I think
guy.
we're good for the saddles. I actually had my eye on one.
Good. We sell horses here. We don't, but this is a horse town, so you'll have no
Yes.
trouble finding the other goods.
Okay, so let's see what we have. Someone, maybe a horse is not quite as spookable as the others.
Well, if you want something that is for sure not going to get spooked, a war horse is the way to go. Those ones
Yes,
are
but, I mean,
stiff and tear.
some
ready for
horses are more
war.
flighty than other horses, is what I'm saying.
All right. You want the most battle-equipped riding horse you can find, then?
Yes, yes.
All right. We'll see what we can do. And she's going to look around at her many horses. She's going to say, well, I think I'll go 2 that are quite as skittish as others.
Okay.
I got one that is sort of a chestnut brown with black socks. And then there is indeed a black horse with a sort of a white spot in the middle of its head.
Oh, well. I think the black horse sounds wonderful.
I agree.
Okay.
All right. And she sort of like whistles for one of the hands and says, go get, she like talks to them and they bring over this horse that walks over to you. It looks fairly healthy. It looks strong. It looks well fed, well nourished, and well bred.
Okay. Niana's gonna attempt to pet it.
Make an animal handling check.
Is a 15 plus 3? 18? Yeah,
18 will
18.
easily do the job. You go over, this is a very tame horse, and you sort of get petting it on the neck and sort of seeing, getting acquainted with it, and it is, and it immediately warms.
Oh, wonderful. Now, as for the payment, we need to figure out how to cash these gems.
What gems? Oh, she looks at these like gems you pull out. She goes, well, that's quite a bit more than I need for this
Well,
here horse.
Yes.
I mean, you could give me the gemstone and I could reimburse you the difference with gold if you wish.
That sounds workable.
That's wonderful.
All right. She'll take it from you. How much is it worth?
500.
500. Yeah. For 75 gold, she'll give you the 425 gold pieces back.
Okay. So then we can each add 100 to our thingies.
Yeah, I'm gonna add. If any of you have gold to add to repairs, I'm just gonna do it for him. So I'm gonna give him 100 gold right now.
And plus the
so
4
there
gold
is-
from earlier.
Okay, there's an
Yeah.
additional 4 gold on top of that.
Rock Guzzle,
And there's an extra 25 in there, yeah?
I'll remove
Extra 25, that's right.
Yeah. All right.
But you're probably
hang-
gonna use that.
Yeah, I'll hang on to that for the rest of the horse stuff.
Okay. And yeah, you guys have this horse, and they're like, we'll keep it here for you in the paddock until you have your reins and such, if you wish.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, and you can do so. If you guys want to go to the lion's share, that is probably the best place to buy.
But she wants to go to the guy they
Uh,
scammed.
Off of here. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go find the guy that you guys have been like
Spying
breaking
on.
into. Yeah, spying on, breaking the house and entering into.
If you're
Well,
going
this gives them
to,
this gives them a like he won't think of them as being the ones ripping him off if we're like getting his stuff.
what I'll do is you go speak to Off of here. It's probably better if he doesn't see me, and I'll go deal with Stockspool.
Okay.
Incredible. All right, so you guys are going to your separate locations, and we're going to deal with those in a minute. But for now, let's go see what Durain is up to. Rocco says he's going to go talk to a big wealthy man in town. Okay, Durain, you're making your way to where? Where are you going?
I want to go get armor. I've been thinking about armor for a while,
Yeah.
and I've been I want to get some plate armor eventually.
Some plate armor.
Very
All right,
soon.
fair enough. Level
Especially
2 plate
after
armor.
seeing what a giant can do firsthand and getting a bunch of money, I'm like, I gotta invest my money into armor.
Fair enough, fair enough. It makes you pretty hard to kill. You even got the right armor.
Yeah, it's gonna do the same thing later.
All right. Oh, fuck. We love a shopping session. All right. Let's see here. So, you are told about 2 places to go if you want to get good armor or good anything to do with metal around here. There's 2 sort of rival smithies in town. There is Uldenath's Arms and Foehammer's Forge.
Uh,
Foehammer's
I-
Forge is run by a dwarf. Uldath's is run by just like a human woman.
I'll go to the dwarf first, but I'll probably gonna hit both. Like
Okay.
I'm about to do the exact same thing at both. It's kind of like a comparison. If it was a, but
And at the same
Gotcha.
price, which one looks prettier?
yeah. Well, I of
Definitely.
course have an idea in mind.
Fair enough. All right. For plot reasons, I'm going to say Repair doesn't go with you because of his own backstory stuff. He's not going to go with you. He's just going to, well, I got to go wet my whistle and walks off to like a bar somewhere. And you make your way over here, to which you see this dwarf sitting on his porch with like a bloody axe and is just like cleaning it. And there is like an orc corpse, very much like Gimli after Helm's Deep from like the extended edition, with like the axe planted in someone's head and he's like having a smoke. This is exactly who is sitting outside. Maybe not less heavily armored. You see this dwarf. He's got soot and blood in his face. He's blonde, bushy eyebrows, big thick beard that comes into like it parts it in 2 ways and is like held by these 2, I don't know, like jeweled clasps that actually hook onto his like smithy apron, probably to keep his beard out of the way. And he's like he's cleaning his battle axe. There's a couple dead orcs here and there, and he sort of looks up at you as you approach, and he goes, "Oh, I recognize you from what I've heard around town. There's all the
Hi.
other people roaming around with horns coming out of their head and goat feet coming off of their boot."
Yeah, it was quite the morning, which yours seems that it was just as busy.
Yeah, not all of us got to the town center. There were orcs on all sides, though, and I did my part.
Oh, I well, it pleases me that your part went well, and mine did as well. It was just, well, oh, if I say the word "well" one more time, you should throw me down one. But instead,
Yeah,
What?
he laughs. He does a big belly like dwarf laugh as you say that, and he stands up and he like grabs your arm like that,
Ugh.
recognizing a fellow warrior, and he goes, "The name's Gerlin Foehammer. It is a real pleasure to meet a fellow warrior."
Terrain Woodwood. That's with 2 O's. It is comforting, and well, I'm here today to well, I'm looking for a new set of armor. I I believe the one I brought from home, while I still want to keep remnants of it, it's time to quickly move forward.
I see, I see. Well, you've come to the right place, for there's no better forging legacy than the Foehammer clan. Come inside, I'll show you what I've got.
Please, I'd love to hear all about it.
He brings you inside. He grumbles a little bit, and he's like, "Got to kill a couple of orcs myself. My only regret is I didn't get to kill that bastard giant in town. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be attacked again, and I could be a giant slayer this time around. I've killed a giant here and there in my time." And he talks a little bit, and he goes, "All right, anyway, allow me to show you what I've got." And you're gonna look around. You see that he does have an apprentice in there who's like holding like a smithing hammer, in the corner, and he's still shaking up. He goes, "Don't mind him. He's just coming off of the fury of battle." All right, let's take a look around here. He'll tell you. I'll tell you what. If you have any interest in getting good arms and armor in town, you've come to the right place. I'll tell you, I was commissioned to create a suit of ceremonial armor for King Morin and Queen Tithmil of Citadel Felbar. The royals were so impressed that they bestowed upon me the honorary title of Royal Armorer. And that is a true story. You can ask any dwarf.
Oh, I believe it. Well, I'm looking to. I did have a few ideas, and Darain proceeds to give the most, like, it just gets progressively more and more about the image of his armor, and he describes his beautiful green, matching, leafy sort of plate armor that looks all paladin oath of the anciency, and he's clearly thought about it the entire time, and it seems one could deduce that Darain knows the image of the hero he wants to be, but he might not be the hero.
Well, a hero's armor for a true hero makes right good sense. If you want me to commission you something custom, it'll take a while to make, but it'll be right suited to the way you want it, my friend. I can promise you that.
Well, I plan on helping out Tribor rebuild from this giant attack until we can move on to where the wild cards are needed most.
Right. Anyway, if you want, so you're looking for plate armor.
Playtime.
All right. Well, I'll tell you this. I'll make you a fine set of plate if that's what you'd be looking for, and I can make it right, adjusted to your specifications. None of this pre-made anything. I will make you something custom. And he is going to tell you how long it's going to make and how expensive it's going to be. Just as soon as I double check. I know it pretty much off by heart, but I just want to double check and make sure I'm not skimping you.
Now, if I'm about to take a lot of money from the party, remember, a tanky paladin, happy party. Especially when you guys start getting aura of protection and all these other good stuff.
Yeah, I gotta kill you before then.
Kill me before then.
Before the party becomes invincible because of that goddamn aura of protection. Where the hell is it? I'm flipping
Close to
around in
Twilight
these pages.
Sanctuary.
Given what I'm doing, I'm probably I'm not going to be using much money, so more for you guys, because I will be not using weapons for the foreseeable future.
He goes,
Well,
all right,
Ruckus will
then.
probably want something other than circus clothes, though.
I do have I think I have like a set of common. Yeah, I literally just have my costume. Okay, I do like some actual clothes.
He goes, all right. I'll tell you this. Oh, well, he's got an apprentice, so he'll get it done in half the time. It will take me 15 days to make, and it's going to cost you 1,500 gold.
Oh.
Plate
that's
armor
not-
is not easily made, my friend. It's the best armor there
no,
is.
of course. Well, in that case, yes, absolutely. Get that in motion immediately. But leave a slot for a card.
A slot for a card?
Like a little playing card.
Oh, I understand. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of plate to pin things onto. No worries about that.
Okay, so is this a I get you half up front, half after sort of deal, or what are we
Make me a persuasion check if he's willing to go for that.
got? That's that's an 8. That's an 8.
He goes, no, it'll be an upfront, unfortunately. I am Gerlin Fohammer. My quality is second to none.
Of course. I was just clarifying. I will be here a little before dinner time.
Very well. Do you
Or
have the payment?
that's he would just say whenever like next. So yeah. Because I don't know how much time has passed between me getting here and stuff. But if lunch is sooner, lunchtime. If dinner's time sooner, dinner time.
Got it. I would say lunchtime.
Okay.
Because yeah,
Uh,
it's still
Right
like
after
early morning.
lunch. Right after lunch,
Right,
I will
right.
be here, and perhaps I'll even bring my friends here. They may Vienna, she'll definitely, and I mean perhaps Rocko's will need new blades, and I don't know where repair went, but either way, I do have friends who are also heroes. They will be here with me.
All right, bring them along. Bring them along.
All right, and with that,
Nothing
I'll shake.
second. There's no craftsmanship like dwarven craftsmanship when it comes to smithing.
Yeah, I shake his
yeah,
hand, and I
Yep.
go to find the others, I guess.
All right. You're like, I'm gonna shop through both. And you walk out and you're like, damn, he got me.
Yeah,
And then
good.
you like keep walking forward. He goes, and as you're leaving, he goes, before you go, big hero, big time hero, bring your friends. I might have some work for the likes of your kind.
Oh, of course.
Lovely.
I'll go
All right.
find you
Lovely,
guys.
lovely.
You go find the party. And you will find them pretty soon, but so we'll start with you, Nienna, because that's where Doreen's probably going to catch up with you. Yeah, you see, you're going to see outside of Althavir's home, and around and on the road too, orc corpses, axebeak corpses, singed by like fire and magic essentially, and Althavir fairly a little scraped and wounded, but he's doing all right. And you get the sense that like he might have done that.
And she's gonna ask him that when she goes up to him.
No problem. Yeah, you sort of approach. He's just kind of like taking a minute post battle and all that. And you approach and he goes, Niana, how are you today?
No, I'm well. You look a little worse for wear. Did you do this?
Man's got to defend his home.
I see. Well, I actually come to see if I could actually purchase things for my new horse.
Sure, of course. A little surprised that trade's already up and running, but he quickly shaves that off and he invites you into his shed.
And she'll be
To,
smiley and flirty and girlish.
Sure, absolutely. And Althavir will offer you what you seek. So let's get the trade out of the way. So business first. And
Yes.
you guys, yeah. So if you want a bit and brittle, 2 gold, and that's just so you can steer the horse around.
Yep.
Reins and such. He says, "All right, I have 2 types of saddles. I have riding saddles and I have military saddles.
Oh, it'll be a
Military
riding saddle.
saddles are very well.
This is a riding
that'll
horse.
be-
So.
Well, you could put a military saddle on a riding horse. It
really?
makes it easier to control the horse if you find yourself in a difficult riding position. I'd recommend
Interesting.
them if you intend to ride the horse in the battle.
Yes. Okay, show me.
He pulls out a very fine military horse with, again, that sort of filigree, that beautiful stitching. He says, now this is 20 gold over the 10 gold riding saddle, but I guarantee you it's going to be easier to ride with this on its back. And it is a very fine saddle. The strappings are a lot more taut. There's a lot more room for adjustment. And essentially, the function of this is that you'll get advantage on any animal handling or vehicle checks to manipulate the horse while riding it. Yeah.
Okay. And she'll look through the saddles that he's showing her and pick the prettiest one.
Yeah, sure. You pick the prettiest one. So if you want a riding saddle, yep, that's 20 gold pieces.
Okay.
He'll also say it's also a common addition if you want to add saddlebags to your horse so that you can
Oh.
carry things.
Of course, of course.
He'll get you matching saddlebags with equally beautiful stitching for 4 gold pieces.
Each or for both?
What do you mean?
The saddlebags. Like you said, there's bags. For all of them.
Oh, just for one, because it's
Yeah.
it's sort of like a leather strap that holds 2 bags, one on either side, so it's considered like one
Okay.
item. Yep. And you can add all of this to your sheet, by the way, like in your inventories.
Yeah,
and they'll
I'm
all
going to.
Cool, cool, cool. And he goes, all right, and is there anything else you need? I mean, you can get feed anywhere around here, but that should cover probably your equipment, at least for leatherworking.
Yes, I suppose that's it for business.
All right. Well, as your characters says, well, listen, you all did a lot for this town, and I know we all haven't gotten off on the right foot, especially considering your one friend tried to break into my house.
He's
But
he is a crazy one.
well, I'll tell you what. Let me extend the olive branch. Why don't you invite your friends over? I maybe have something to help you all with, and to help me
Okay.
with at the same time.
I do appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. And you just kind of stand there and like look all. Make me like a general charisma check.
What is that? That is a 17 plus 3, so dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Yeah.
He sort of looks at you, and you have that like, all right, bring your friends. And you're like, okay. You kind of like look at him, and there's that like air that kind of hangs over that sort
Yeah.
of like moment, and he'll kind of like look at you, and he'll start to lean in for a little kiss.
She'll kind of, and she'll like go do a little kiss on the cheek.
Oh yeah, you give him a little kiss on the cheek, and he kind of
Yeah.
he takes it with grace, and he kind of, well, thank you. He starts to blush a little bit. He goes,
Well, I suppose we will see you at some point later on.
we will see you some point later on.
Thank you.
All right, so you have a good day. And he'll kind of, see you goodbye with a little rosy smile on his face, and he'll kind of gently close the door. All right, and as you are exiting the cabinet with your bags and saddles and bit and brittle and everything, Durain, you see Nienna leaving with like all of this horse equipment as you're walking down the road.
I flag her, wave to her, get over there.
She'll wait.
Oh, hi, Niana. What are you doing here with this guy's place?
I bought a horse, and he has beautiful saddles, so I bought one from him.
Seems a little gratuitous. You don't need a saddle for a horse. You know, you could just grab it by the reins of a horse's life. It just seems odd that you just had to visit him immediately. But I understand.
Oh, it's not like I'm.
Were you checking on him after the fight? Was he scared? Oh, he was scared, wasn't he? He was very scared.
I swear. He must have been very scared. Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense. You were checking on him because of the goodness of civilians, of course.
Yes.
So I met an armorer, and he is fantastic, but he also said he might have stuff for us to do. The wild cards.
Splendid.
I'm getting an armor order, which it's just a little bit of the haul. It's a tiny amount. I know it's quick, but I feel, early bird gets the best seed, I was told. So I got a special order in place, and I just need a small sum of 1,500 gold.
And she'll nod slowly. Well,
which sounds a lot more, but if you break it down into separate, it's not as big. Perhaps it could be 15, and you disregard.
I've purchased what I've needed. This is on my special to me, so I won't be replacing it anytime soon. So, you can have some of my share.
No, of course. And yes, I'll use all of my share that I can.
Mhm.
Should we go find Rockguzzle and go back so I can? I told the dwarf I'll be there after lunch, but
Okay. Well, let's all meet up and have a bite, and then perhaps see this dwarf of yours.
of course. So how scared was he? Was he very scared? Oh, so scared.
Terrified.
And he'll totally buy that and reassure himself and walk
Alright.
to.
All right, you guys go walking down the road and just kind of talking. All right, let's head over to Rock Guzzle. Rock Guzzle, what were you up to? You were going to the store, right?
I was going to see what's his face? Stockspool to turn in
Right.
our task.
That's right. Okay. You make your way into the yard where they're sort of working on pulling this giant fragment like into the middle of the yard. You definitely see Stockspool there, and he turns around, sees you, a smile curls across his face, and he approaches you and says, "Ah, my friend Rockguzzle, how are you today?"
Doing quite well. Wanted to give my report for the little job you had us do.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I did wish to know a little bit more about our friend in town, didn't I? Well,
Well, he's a bit secretive. I'll say that much. Wasn't super pleasant to talk to, but I did find some things out. First of all, he is from the Margaster family.
okay, very interesting.
He has there's a whole scroll confirming that he's a noble, but he seems to be a runaway. There's someone, Lady and Carrie Margaster wants him to come back, but he doesn't seem particularly likely to do so. It also has nothing to do with a Lord of Beator being disappointed in them, but I don't know what that means.
You see, like, in his one revealed eye, there's like, he quickly hides it, but there is, like, a note of recognition and sort of surprise. He goes, "Oh, very interesting. Well, he's a runaway. House Magister, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a fairly prominent Watadavian house. So he, Othavir has noble blood that he's running from. Very interesting. I would say that's more than enough for the reward that was promised. Seems that I will be paying you a lot today." Um, he has his bodyguard run off for like a minute and comes back with a fairly big sack of gold, and he hands you 500 gold pieces.
Pleasure working with you. I'm glad we satisfied.
Very satisfying conclusion. And if you wish, I do have 2 more jobs if you wish to keep this business relationship going.
We'll see. I have to consult with the rest of the wild cards, but hopefully, hopefully we see you.
Very well, hopefully we'll be seeing you. And I have to say, Rob Guzzle, amongst your friends, you seem to be of a particular talent, particular skill.
Well, I've been trained to do a couple of things really well, but they translate pretty well for this kind of life.
Well, let me ask, who was it that acquired the information in your group?
Well, it was me.
It was you. Most interesting, Rob Guzzle, most interesting. Well, I'll tell you what, you have done quite well by me. You've completed this quest in a day, no less, and you saw to it that I was the one who was able to connect it, and I promised you about connections. I'll tell you what, if you're willing to do another job for me, I'd be willing to tell you a lot more about my friends, and maybe discuss how I can make those friends your friends.
Well, again, I'd have to consult with the rest of the cards, but my personal feelings is I would like to continue working with you. You hold up your end of the bargain, and pays good.
Well, my friend, here's the thing. You are all a group, and that is fortuitous. You're all part of the same company. One understands that. But such as in my line of work, it's good to be independent too. If you had a mind to complete the job independently, well, you'd be, wouldn't have to split the gold, would you?
Rockozo kind of narrows his eyes at that. Look, I understand what you're offering, but on this point, I can't budge. I have an ideal, you see, and my ideal includes having friends and companions. If it was something that I could do, if your task is something I can do in tandem with my, with the group, that would be something. But I couldn't possibly split off to pursue a solo career. Not right now.
I completely understand. I completely understand. If you ever change your mind, let me know. And if your friends wish to partake in another sum of gold, I'm more than happy to provide work. But it's been a pleasure working with you, Rockozo.
Same to you. Have fun with that, whatever the hell it is.
Oh, yes, I think we will. I think we will have fun with that.
And then Rockozo will go to try and find the rest of the party.
All right. You will succeed, and you guys kind of meet up around the middle of the town square where life has begun to flow back. I'm going to delete the fires in a minute. So these guys aren't working at flaming stalls, I promise.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Did we talk to him about what's his nuts? That we were breaking into his house?
What?
Our task?
Yeah, Nafe
yeah,
just
that-
did all of that.
I just.
You got all of it? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
So I was distracted for just a minute of that.
With
Nafe
500
handed in
gold,
that quest just
I
now.
handed in the quest. We've got 500 gold.
Fucking A.
Hell yeah. And yeah, you guys all kind of meet up at the town center together.
And I guess that's 125 gold each.
You
Okay.
can also say that you guys acquired your horse if you wish and saddled it and everything, and it's ready to go. Is there a name for this most valiant steed?
Not yet. She'll
All
name
right.
it when. Is it a male or female?
It is a female.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with the original name that she used to be, Roslyn.
Roslyn. All right.
Yeah,
sounds
Roslyn.
good. Roslyn the horse. All right. Roslyn. I'm gonna make it a PC so I can find it easier. And there we go. Roslyn the horse has been properly saddled and mounted and ready for action. And again, can be left at the paddock if you wish while you're in town.
And she'll
Okay,
purchase
yeah,
the
you
feed
got-
and stuff. So how much is the feed?
Feed is 5 copper a
5
day.
copper. Okay.
It's heavy, but it's 5 copper.
Yeah.
And horses can carry a lot of their own feed, especially if you have saddlebags. Okay, you guys find your way and meet up in town.
Hey, here's your share of the Overview thing. Kind of handle
Oh.
sacks of gold.
Yes, I'm gonna need a bit of that actually. But before I say any more, yeah, I was gonna check in because this is where the like Lord Commander's doing. He's gonna like lean over. How's she doing?
She's pretty wounded, but she's on her feet, and she's immediately like talking to the 12 and beginning to sort things out and fixing stalls.
Does
and
she
such,
look
so She's
busy?
right to work. She looks a little busy. You see that like you look over and she makes eye contact with you and kind of like gives you a little wave, as if to say like,
Not now.
no, as if to say like you're more than welcome to come chat if you want.
Well, I consider it, but then I'm like, we got some stuff we gotta do right now. I decided to spend some of our reward on new armor. a dwarven feller who he is very, very proud of his work and has similar leagues with you now, Rock Guzzle, as a giant slayer. And seeing as you two are particularly of small legs, I felt that that was a fun little coincidence. You know?
You calling me short?
Yes, because you are. But that's okay. I think
What?
it's makes it even more special that you killed this giant.
Doreen, just stop talking.
You know what? I can't say mad at you, Derain.
But I was thinking, myself in plate armor is useful for all of us, but this dwarf offered work, which I've noticed keeps, that's going to happen. We're the wild cards now, and we should figure out who's going to handle all of that. I like to celebrate and I like to discuss, but I don't think I would be the best to keep track of who all we're working. I protect, I don't organize. But
Okay. So let's take a step back for a second. What's the cost of this armor?
it's
1,500 gold.
Well, I wouldn't have put it like that.
Well, when you say it like that, it's
for
not
a suit of
1,500.
armor,
Plate armor, custom to my fit, and I even left a little card slot for our, figured our insignias are going to be playing cards.
okay.
We are the wild cards. That's a good idea. You like that, don't you, Rock Guzzle? I see it in your eyes.
I think having a space for the cards is a good idea. However, this stage custom.
Well, it's plate armor, and like I said, he is a great, the best there's ever been. Trust me, when you meet him, you will agree.
Looks at the NLA. You hearing this?
Yes. Hey, if he wants to spend all of his money.
All of it. My entire shares.
Dungeon gets a bit more than your share, but
I'm not his mother. I can't tell him how to spend his money.
I kind of take the 3 gems out of the bag and hand them over. Okay. If that's how you want to use your share, the spoils, by all means.
Absolutely.
I mean, how long is this even gonna take?
15 days.
2 weeks.
It all blends in. A couple of moons, a couple of sunrises. Will be good as vine.
You realize that means we're gonna have to we're gonna have to have Tribor send a base of operations for 2 weeks. We're never gonna be able to go anywhere.
Well, we just got here. We just saved here, so that means our stock as a group is high. We're gonna get a lot of work here, so
we're already the heroes of Tribal. Now's the time to bunny hop, to leapfrog to another town and become the heroes of that town, and so on.
But you have to celebrate. You need to bask in your glory.
I am actively basking as we speak, but I'm not sitting on my laurels either.
I assure you, this won't just be useful for me. The stronger I am, the better our front line will be.
On that point, I do agree. But 15 days?
It'll be so fast. You won't even notice.
What if you die?
Well, and that thought stops him for the bleakest minute. Well, if that happens,
that's 15 days where you don't have the armor you want, but still are actively working.
Yes, but it will be an investment that will pay off. And he's gonna start walking because you gave him the 3 gems, so he's gonna start going. Yeah, come. As soon as you meet him, trust me. As soon as you meet him, you'll understand this is a good idea.
ultimately it's your share, so I won't stop you. But I consider this to be strongly unwise. But it's your money, so I guess do what you want, right? Like I look at the Yenna for like.
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that-
and
is
Yenna
that-
will nod to Rotguzzle. We can always get you armor for now, and if you save even more, you maybe get an even finer piece of armor.
I
That.
trust me
Okay.
on this, and it is my
Okay.
shares.
Okay, then I
But-
ask you this. I ask you this. If you spend all of your money, however, will you find room and board?
Well, you guys aren't going to let a fellow wild card sleep on the streets.
Hey, don't exploit our kindness. For all you know, we'll throw you out to sleep outside with the dogs.
What?
You sleep with the
And,
horse.
you said all about wild card benefits. It was in when we were planning tavern, remember? Said we'd have benefits.
I don't recall saying anything of the sort.
Trust me on
That was
this.
2
trust
weeks
me on
ago.
this.
What are you talking about?
And also, what about your
If-
weapon?
My weapon will be fine.
Hey,
but-
I saw that spear glance off the giant's armor.
That I will leave to fate. But trust me, if you guys get an opening to say I told you so, you each get full shots. I'll even let you all do a little dance.
The rain.
I would like just to get in there, just to sort of add, so I can stir the pot a little more. Rotguzzle and Nienna, and sure, Durain, if you want to, maybe just like flat intelligence checks to like think about armor. If any of
Oh,
you have
God.
proficiency with smithing tools, you can do this at advantage.
Uh,
I'm a
Intelligence, you say?
dumbass.
Yeah,
11.
nice. What did you
16.
get, Nienna? 16? Nice. Durain?
not 20, 21.
So, Durain, maybe you've been trying to hide this fact because you want plate armor so bad, but Nienna and Rotguzzle, you both know that the next step down of heavy armor, which only gives a -1 to like the AC, so it goes from an 18 at plate to 17, is splint armor for 200 gold pieces as opposed to 1,500.
You can get
Why-
a new weapon and splint armor for so much less money. And it's always good to save for a rainy day.
So, like, in my logic, what would be like the upside for Durain here, other than it being the exact custom one that he wants?
There is, you get a +1 AC, so it's the best possible armor anyone can ever get.
And then
The
repair
second-
can make it even cooler in the future.
Yeah, repair has.
Yeah.
We'll say repair has said like, oh, I can like work on it, customize it, see if I can't make it better. The second is that it's certainly the most heroic armor. Like it like when people think of like the knight in shining armor, they're wearing plate.
And that means a lot to Durain. That's
Nah,
my
sure.
like thing
Well,
here.
that means a lot to anybody.
Yeah,
Um,
he wants that.
I have
And-
a solution. If you want it custom, because if I know you well, you want it to look fancy, right?
Well, it means a lot, and there is more reasons. But I will be able to
But-
say this is a hill I'm willing to die on
Okay. Well, what about
or go broke on.
having buy something pre-made plate wise, but having repair do some modifications to your liking?
I like that, but what I like more is me getting the custom one and repair adding customizations to that. Now let's go before lunchtime because I did say, and here we go.
I give up. I give up. There's no
The
convincing
rain.
him.
I will also say another benefit to Rain is just like from pure like aesthetic customization perspective, like plates much more customizable because they're flat pieces of plate, so it's much easier to mount stuff on top of. Whereas splint, it's like little fragments of metal, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to customize.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
This
And
is
Nina
so
already has
like-
heavy armor, so she's good for a little while.
All right, so Durain grabs the 3 black pearls and she runs off. Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Yeah, he's going. He's taking a march, and he's gonna go liquidate his assets and invest them into plate armor.
All right, Durain goes running off with a couple of very expensive gemstones. Gets mugged on the way. No,
No.
no one's mugging you in this town. All eyes are on you. And you run over there, and as you drop off the pearls, he goes, "That's incredible. You'll forgive me for saying so. I didn't think you'd have the coin. A plate's only for, like, it's. I will stop talking. I don't mean to insult you, sir, but I will get right to work on this. 15 days. You come on back, and it'll be ready for you."
Perfect. Now, I did you guys follow me or no?
Rock
Because I
Guzzle
would have
did.
been like beckoning you guys to do so. It's kind of like when you give a little kid money. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
Nina will look at Rock Guzzle and give a shrug and follow.
Durain's like, "Okay, 1,500 on horse number 3." You guys think, like, Durain, you son of a bitch.
Put me fast. 3 double parlays.
Yeah. I want it in and out. I want to win or lose. I want to know now. Okay. You get there and you put the money down. He goes, "Incredible." And he tells the apprentice, like, "All right, go start getting the ingots ready." And the apprentice like nods and he goes to start to prep. He started lighting the forge and everything. He goes, "So this is your majority of your group. All right, perfect. So listen, I've got some work for all of you if you're willing to work with me here."
The paying kind, I imagine. The good paying kind. I'm probably not going to get. It's going to pay for the armor in itself.
Something like that. Well, first and foremost, you have slain many an orc and a fire giant this day. So this is what I'm going to do for you. He puts on some like reading spectacles, and he gets out a quill and parchment, and he starts writing. And he says, "So, as I told you, Durain, I am the honorary armorer for the royalty of Citadel Felbar. Now, what I'm writing for you here is a letter of recommendation. My suggestion to all of you is that you go to Citadel Felbar. You find yourself an audience with King Morin and Queen Tithmil. And should you find yourself there, you present this letter of recommendation. And I have no doubt that they'll be able to either provide you with work, or maybe even some access in the city, maybe even some rewards.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were willing to give you some armaments right off the bat." And he finishes and he dots his I's and he presents you a letter of recommendation from. Somebody take this in because this is actually very valuable. A letter of recommendation from Gelrin Fohammer.
Oh.
you doing that, Nate?
No. I mean, I'll take. Durain has it. But
Okay, Doreen, so write it down for your inventory.
All right, his name is in the Zoom chat.
Okay.
He says, "Now, I come, keep in mind, I'm the honorary armorer to Citadel Felbar. And, of course, I'm one of the great smiths of the Fohammer name. This letter of recommendation has some weight to it, my friends, especially if you find yourself in Citadel Outbar."
Yeah. And exactly how far from here is that?
Oh, it's none too far, I'm sure.
All right.
Let me just recount. He thinks about it. All right. I'm just gonna go find it on the map and find out for you. He says, "It's a ways away, lad, but I assume that you're going to be doing some traveling and on your journeys and your adventuring and
course.
such. Straight as the bird flies, I would say it's about. Well, he's not going to do straight as the bird flies because he's not that kind of guy. He's not that smart. He says, if you follow the if you follow the eastern road and you just follow it for what seems probably like forever, it's about a 500-mile journey. Deep up in the Silver Marches, you'll find Citadel Felbar.
Thank you so much.
I see.
You have my word that your word will be treated with much value.
I
Unlike-
appreciate that. The Foehammer name carries much weight, and I would not see it tarnished.
Of course.
Now, I'd recommend if you want to go to Citadel Felbar, you go east following the Evermore Way, all the way up to Silvery Moon, a fine place to visit in and of itself. And you simply take the Silver Moon Pass, and then you travel north once you've hit the main road to Citadel Felbar. You don't need to write any of this down. It'll just so you know. And he says, that's what I'd recommend to finding your way there. I myself have thought many a time to go join the war effort up there north. There's been many a rumor of giant attacks in the north, and I want to put my axe through the head of some giant, but I do have a business to run. Maybe you could do it for me.
We will, but hopefully in due time and not immediately, because one giant fight's good enough for 1 week, I'd say. Maybe.
I'd say it's just certainly not getting a Citadel Felbar in less than a couple days.
Alright. Well, thank you again, and I'll be sure to stop by throughout to see any updates.
Certainly. Well, I got some work to do. I've got this, and you guys see this like very intricate drawing of. It's like, you know, in Iron Man in the cave where he like makes the Mark 1. It's like that of what Durain wants. He goes, I admit I'm not going to be able to do a missile launcher, but just about everything else I'm going to take care of.
I was just, throw it all in there, but
You got
if
to
you
throw
can,
it in there.
pencil it in. And,
Yep, absolutely. And he goes to the back and he says, "All right, boy, let's get to work." And they start pushing the bellows and start getting to work on your plate armor, Durain. So in 15
then-
days, you'll be the proud owner of this armor.
There an apothecary in town?
There certainly is.
And Durain's kind of doing like a little, just to don't lose it, with the little letter. He's kind of like bouncing it back and forth because they totally just got a full-on letter of recommendation to a whole kingdom, and he is feeling himself.
If you guys don't mind, I'd like to pick up some supplies and perhaps make us some healing potions. So I'd like to do that.
No problem. I'm just marking down when this armor will be ready, so I don't forget.
Cool.
Do you know where we might find a level worker, someone, some better armor for me, but nothing, something light.
Oh well, first, I can do it to the apothecary later, but above the table, I keep forgetting his damn name.
Othavir?
Alfavir. Alfavir? Okay. Alfavir actually wanted to see us. And it's, I think it might be in regards to something like that.
Stockspur was offering more work, but it seemed to be maybe a little more illicit.
I'd say we save this for when I have my armor back, but we should focus on the first ones. If everyone needs us, we're here to answer. And I do believe we'll travel the world, but we aren't entirely in a rush to leave Tribor.
But now we're not.
No, I don't. And I have thought about that. I don't realize if I don't know if Tribor realizes that it may still be in danger. We survived with not too many major deaths, so I feel there might be an air of confidence that isn't entirely earned.
Well, shall we at least see what he wants?
Of course.
Is that okay, Workazel?
I was gonna say find a level worker just to. I'm not gonna lie, I could use maybe an upgrade of my own, but maybe not one that's custom made in 15 days.
Yours might take some days too.
Yeah, you guys make your way over to Althavir's shop, and he's just kind of he's not like working too hard today. There's been a entire fire giant attack, so he's just sort of like, around the house, and he kind of sees you guys approach. He sort of waves kindly, which is the nicest reception you guys have received so far from this man. And he says, "Well, it's good to see you all made it through. I heard that we." Oh, that's Scottish. He goes, "I heard that you are the reason why this town has made it through the night, or made it through the day anyway."
Yep,
I think we all
us.
contributed.
Well done, everyone. Well, tell you what, why don't you come inside? I'm sure there's something I wish to talk to all of you about. So right this way, if you're so kind. And he'll open the door and offer for you all to come inside. This is your first time inside my house, I'm sure, so let me show you around. He invites you in, and he gets you guys all he gets you a drink of something, asks you what you guys want to drink. He'll make you guys like a glass of water or some tea or something like that, or something a little more stiff if that's to your prerogative. And he says, "Well, I had a couple close calls myself. I think the only reason I really made it through is because the 12 didn't have a giant to contend with. And that's thanks to all of you, so in a way I owe you all greatly. So I wanted to show my appreciation by sharing a little secret with all of you. I happen to know the location of a stash of magical items. From a family in Waterdeep known as the Margasters. I admit, you've asked a lot, Nienna, but that is my family, and obviously I don't get on too well with them. They keep this stuff locked away for emergencies, and I figured that you all might enjoy taking it for yourself. My family happens to own a 3-story tower in the city of Silvery Moon that has a detached carriage house on the property. It's in there that you will find what you're looking for. A couple of helpful tools for any adventurer. I don't know exactly what they have in there, but I know it is a stash of magic items."
Is this some sort of revenge?
No, not revenge. I admit I despise my family, but I'm not doing this out of spite. I'm doing this because, well, you're all doing good things, and I owe you one. And I know that it'll probably do more good in all of your hands than theirs anyway, so.
Oh, well, I suppose we should certainly consider this. Maybe have a meal and discuss it and get back to you.
You could do it. You don't need to get back to me about anything. I've told you where it is. If you decide to go and take them for yourselves, that's excellent. If you don't, it's also your prerogative as well if you don't have that kind of, I don't know, breaking and entering kind of proclivity. Why are you laughing at that?
Well, we may end up going Silt by way of Silvery Moon in the future, so thanks.
No problem.
Yes,
I
we'll be on
hope
the way.
I hope you find some stuff that are helpful in there. And no, don't feel any guilt about taking it. My family, I'm not doing this because I don't like my family. I'm doing it because I don't approve of my family. They're not good people. So know that you're taking it from ill-intended hands and putting them in yours. So feel no guilt.
I won't.
Well, is there anything else that I could do for you all?
I know you work primarily with horse stuff and saddles. Do you know if there's someone who works with making leather armor?
I've made some suits of armor in my time. If you're looking for something, I have a couple of suits laying around. I say laying around, but what I mean is they're tucked away quite safely.
looking for something a bit with a handle a stronger blow than. I mean, I'm just wearing something basic leather right now, but not something that'll hinder my ability to sneak around. You know, the bells hinder me enough as it is.
Well, bells and how they relate to stealth isn't my profession, so I won't give any recommendations there. But as far as armor and leatherworking goes, I'm pretty skilled at all of that. So if you wanted me to make you a suit of studded leather armor, I can make you something custom by the end of the day.
That sounds perfect. How much would that set me back?
45 gold pieces is usually the rate for such armor. Studded. It'll be a minor benefit to what you already have, but that can make all the difference.
That's it. You got yourself a deal.
All right. And he'll say, "Yeah, I'll get to work right away if there's nothing else."
That's everything from me. You guys need anything?
Not from here. And she smiles.
Are you sure it's not a rush job? I mean, you can take your time. It doesn't need to be exactly tonight.
I mean, I could take an extra day if you want, but I can.
I'm sure the normal time is probably 3-5 days.
Three to 5 days. Who have you been buying your leather armor for? You've been swindled, my friend.
Oh well, yes. Leather plate, very different. I just, it's I was looking for balance, but well, thank you.
You're welcome. But I mean, I can take an extra day with it if you want, but it will be done by the end of the day, and I can.
End of the
spend
day's
extra
fine. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Is there any specifications, anything? And with that, you can just talk to about design, and then maybe when it's done, you can reveal what that might look like.
Well,
or now, whatever you want.
I would, if you can, I'd like to still maintain my usual appearance with, the diamonds, black, red, white, and obviously I'm quite small, so just take that into account. But
it will be fitting you, of course. Yeah. Well, I can shape the studs. I can shape the metal of the studs into certain shapes if you wish.
Oh, diamonds then, by all means. The diamond shape.
I could polish them and shape them so that they look like diamonds. They won't be. They'll be sturdier than diamond, but
that sounds perfect.
Excellent. Well, they won't be sturdier than diamond, but you know what I mean. Yeah, and he'll fit you, and he'll hear of your notes and designs, and he'll tell you perhaps to your disappointment, Thorane, he's like, "Oh yeah, I've already pre-dyed some leather black, so I can incorporate that." And you're like, "Fuck." It's I mean, that would take an extra day, but I already have some ready to go. And yeah, he'll get right to work on making you some studded leather armor, and that'll be done by the end of the day.
Cool. 45, right?
45, and 45 gold.
Cool. That unpaid for. Let's go.
Unpaid for, fair enough. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna be done at the end of the day. You could put it in your inventory and equip it if you wish. Yeah.
Cool.
Or you could hold off on it, whatever. It's gonna be done at the end of the day. It's not a big deal.
We'll put it in inventory now, so it's there.
All right. Is there other stuff you guys like to do?
Apothecary.
You want to go to the apothecary? On your way out for the apothecary, you're gonna see some riders from the 12 make their way past. Apparently they're floating in midair. They make their way over to you as they're sort of riding by. Oh man, what was the name of that one guy who caught you the first time, Rockguzzle? You remember it? Does anyone remember his name?
I don't think I got his name.
The bigger guy.
So we're gonna say that guy is riding by. He's got a slightly open flesh wound on his face, and he goes, "Hey, how's it going?" Yeah.
Hey.
They're gonna aim back.
Damn you! Something.
Oh yeah, got rot into the mix. Yep, I got rot in the mix. I heard you all got rot in the mix too, then, eh?
Yeah, got on top of a giant, stabbed his face, fell over.
Really cool.
Killed him.
Really fucking cool. Killed him. Very fucking cool. I heard that the wild cards of the heroes are tribal now. Hey, sorry for all that business earlier. You were breaking in it. Well, it seemed like you were breaking and entering, but it's allegedly, right?
Allegedly. Very allegedly.
Allegedly. Hey, secret's safe with us, right?
Ah.
Nobody needs to know. But, oh, listen, I was also supposed to pass on a message. The Lord Protector would love to speak to all of you about a special assignment.
Well, then, no.
Let's hear it.
After the apothecary.
Oh, I don't know what it is, but whenever you got time, she said to swing by.
Thanks
will.
for letting us know. Huh.
Yeah, no problem. All right, you guys are awesome. You just keep doing your thing. All right.
Niana's like,
Yeah, see you around.
All right. I'll see you around. Hey, drinks later, maybe, huh? Yeah. All right.
Of
Catch you later.
course.
Yeah. Well, this guy knows. And they kind of keep riding, and his second rider's like riding. All right. Fuck yeah. Okay. You guys are going to the
You're a
podcast.
loser now, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I told you to stay cool, man.
Dude, why aren't you being cool, man? You're fucking in front of the wild cards. Caught us looking like chumps, man. All right, you guys make your way over there. You find yourself the apothecary. I think one of you's been here before. That might have been Repair.
it was repair.
Yeah, you guys get there. You walk inside. Oh god. Okay, it's T23.
We don't need to roleplay it out. She just needs some supplies.
Okay. Yep. You go in. You go get some supplies. What do you grab?
I need whatever it is for healing potions.
Healing potions are 50 a pop.
50 a pop? Okay, I'll spend 100 on that.
Okay, you get 4 potions or 2 potions of healing, excuse me. But yeah, the owner proprietor, this man by the name of Tarmuk Felisker, says, "Would you all like to buy some sweet water? Gold piece of flask it is."
Oh, no thank you. But
Oh, are you
Yes,
sure?
yes,
Are you
yes.
sure? Sweet. Oh, and Darain, you've had sweet water when you were having your very bougie dinner. It's basically like it's bubbly carbonated water, and it tastes like really good.
You should try it, Deanna, before you say no. It's pretty good.
how much
Here,
was
2
it?
glasses.
Only
glasses.
place in all the Sword Coast you can get sweet water.
3 glasses for all.
3
of them.
glasses of sweet. Oh, I'll throw 3 gold, and I'll get you. Here you are. And she pours you guys like into some flasks. These like, it's carbonated. It's like bubbly water.
And I suppose I'm paying for this? And she gives Doreen a salty look.
Well, since I gave him just the jewels, I technically still have about 300 gold pieces on me. Should I? Is that? Oh, that should probably.
Yeah,
be
that's
paying.
you should be paying. You're
Ah,
just
yes.
giving us this.
And I'll give her. I'd pay the 3 gold pieces.
I love this part of Dorain's character. He's kind of not so great with it. He's like, he's charismatic enough to get away with it too. Yeah, and she hands it over and she goes, "Oh, there you go, sweet water. I hope you enjoy a little taste of the bougie laugh then."
Have a sip of the good stuff, Rock Guzzle.
The good stuff. Huh? Let's see how good it is. Takes a sip.
It's carbonated water. I imagine you've tasted it before.
Oh, I drink tons of it, so yes, I know exactly how good it is.
Okay, cool.
I was like,
Yeah,
Oh,
you drink
damn,
it
you
and
are-
it's pretty good.
oh wow, you weren't actually kidding. This is lovely.
It tickles.
Shit, I can't. I've got nothing. This is good stuff.
Incredible. Is
See?
there anything? Yeah, sorry.
And Nienna, you need to have a sip, Nienna.
And she tries it.
I-
I'm gonna
I'm
roll to see if I
sure-
like it.
Yeah. It's a
Odds
tip.
I don't like it, evens I like it.
Fair enough. It's an acquired taste.
Oh, it's a 7. And she goes
Yeah.
like this.
You see, I bet you didn't have anything like that on your boring little date, I guess we should call it, if we have to, right? I think it's more of a job thing. But yeah, isn't that fine?
Am
Hey,
I
Rick.
detecting? Is it a hint of envy?
Interesting. Interesting indeed. It's different.
It is.
It's quite different.
And he's just like, he's so proud and happy. He's like, yeah, I'm classy. I know how to do
I know about this bougie shit.
this.
It's almost as if you're still currently in debt.
That's the thing, Rock Uncle. Money comes and money goes. Money comes and money goes.
Yeah, in your case, very quickly.
But speaking of coming and going, do any of you? I'm feeling the weight. There's a lot of people that are offering to, jobs, and we're not going to say no to them. But where do we begin?
Well,
Hey guys, Dars appears as you walk out the apothecary.
hey, you were there, the giant.
Yeah, I was.
Dars, you were there.
What do you mean I was there? I mean, I helped. I was with my sling and my sword. You saw me in there. I was fighting the giant and
Yeah.
such. Yeah.
May need to work on your right hand swing. Your riposte is a little.
Yeah, I got before me and the I got wounded. You see, before I actually got to you guys, because I was very
Ah.
heroically defeating one of those
Yes.
little fire guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, look. I don't know if you guys were looking for some work. I mean,
You're like the fourth person to ask us a job.
Let's take
The
what we can
requests
get.
are coming in, so
Let us have it.
you know.
Let's hear it.
All right. Well, I mean, you're the most capable freaking people around here. Clearly, I mean, you killed a fucking
Ah.
giant. I mean, no offense, of course, sir, but the smallest one of you got the kill shot on a giant. I mean, so imagine. I mean, what? I'm sure there's nothing you can't do.
Wow.
All right. Well, let me tell you some. I was recently visited by an old acquaintance, a merchant from the city of Mirabar, deep in the north. He had an interesting tale to tell. The merchant saw a dwarf cleaning the stables in a place called Xanthrol's Keep. It's a fortified village on the long road. He recognized him from a wanted poster and that he saw while traveling south from Longsaddle. Now, the merchant is sure the dwarf he saw was Warned Brigand, known as the Weevil, is what they call him. According to the wanted posters, anyway, and whoever delivers him alive to the authorities of Mirabar can collect a 5,000 gold piece reward. I don't know what he did, but they want him and they want him bad, so I thought I'd just pass that little tale along to all of you. I entertain the idea of going after him myself, but I admit I'm, like you say, my sword arm's a little rusty these days.
Where is this Mirabar Xanthral's Keep? Like, where would that take us on the road, as it were?
Is it close to
that's
Silvermoon?
Oh, no. It's actually closer to here than the Silvery Moon. If you take the long road north, you just have to follow the long road. Xanthrol's Keep is, let me think here. He thinks to himself and he goes, about 200 miles north is Xanthrol's Keep, and then if you just keep following the road past that, the next major settlement is Mirabar.
Alright.
I mean, it's a bit of a trek. I don't know if it's out of your way, but it's 5,000 gold, and I thought I'd pass it along.
Thanks for the
for,
information.
Well,
Thank
you all kept me alive in that fight, I'd say, so I owe you one.
Thank you.
Yeah,
In any
no
case-
problem.
It did feel good seeing you be there with us and leave there with us. Dars.
Wow.
That was like sincere. He was like,
Thanks. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Cut up. Walks away with that a little head
The
bow.
fact that it's sincere makes it so much funnier.
I know. I'll tell you guys what. I'll make you a deal here. If any of you want to go into roll 20, I've got a little map open for you guys.
Ooh, cool.
I'm gonna say yeah. So I'm gonna start marking off the locations of your quests.
Okay.
That helps.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna suggest right now in roleplay. If we can go to like the tavern,
Yeah.
sort of create a
I
quest
was gonna
log.
say go to the Lion's Share so you can buy a map.
Right. I'll tell you what. The Lord Protector, whenever you go to meet her, throws one in for free to say thanks on top of whatever she's going to talk to you about, because maps of the Sword Coast are expensive, very
Yeah.
expensive, because they're all hand drawn. There's no printing presses.
Yeah.
Let's go meet her.
So I'll tell you what. What would you like best? How would you like to mark? Or actually, it's your map. You guys mark it however you want. So to start, if you're up near the top, I'll ping it. That's
Here's
Xantharl's
Tribor.
Keep.
Yeah, okay. I see Tribal.
Tribor's
Should
right
we do
there.
the scene with the Lord Protector first? Because she's probably gonna give us a quest. She's gonna give us a quest.
We
So
can start
we
dropping
know
cards
that
as
much.
well.
So where are we
Yeah.
marking first?
So, tell you what, I'm gonna give you guys a mini to use to represent. What do I got that I could use as?
Imagine
never
if you,
mind.
if you had a playing card, that'd be crazy.
Oh, that'd be fucking sweet. I could get one pretty damn quick. What do you want? What playing card?
Ace of Spades.
Ace of
I was gonna say
Spades.
name the horse Ace earlier if it was a boy horse, but this is good.
Yeah, we should have named it after a card. Damn.
I mean,
Oh, that'd be so cool if you named all your mounts after cards. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
let's do that instead.
You can still.
I just got
still
the horse.
can. I
Doesn't know
mean-
its name yet.
Oh shit, that's a big card.
eventually we each get a card. Like, so many cool things we can do.
Well, since the horse has a little patch on its forehead, it should be the Queen of Diamonds.
There you go.
But it's a black horse.
No?
Make it like the
True.
Queen of.
Queen of
Clubs.
Spades. Queen
Be
of
the Queen
Clubs.
of Clubs, Queen of Spades, sure.
Yeah.
God damn, this does not want to get smaller. There we go. Okay, there we go. There's an Ace of
Hey.
Spades. I'm gonna put it right here to represent that you guys are at Tribor.
Got it.
Okay.
I see. Okay, I see where Silvery Moon is now. And then it says, oh wow, Citadel Philby is actually quite far.
Or I'll tell you what. I'm gonna put a big Q beside wherever you have a quest. How's that?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it like pink so that we don't lose track of it, and I'll make
Hey.
it bold.
Make it like
Or
poor pink.
I'll make it red because I mean that's like the other
Yeah.
suit, right?
That was
There you
true.
go.
Yeah.
I like how thematic this group is. They're like, okay, we could do it better.
Make a diamond. Or red diamond.
Is that the suit we like? Sure, that's a fine enough suit. So I'm getting rid of this one. Book that one. So here's a little cue for a quest. So Xantharl's Keep is one. The next is in Silvery Moon. So put her down right here. And Citadel Felbar. Right there. How's that?
Yeah, that works.
Cool.
Perfect.
All right, so we got a lot of stuff to the north. Yeah, dude, this is sick. This is exactly the vibe. You know, we've got like so many different options we can go.
Oh, you got more. There's people all around town who want your guys' help. All right. Althavir told you his. Fohammer told you his. You just got one from
Waterdeep was it?
ours. No, it was Silvery Moon.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right.
Families are from Waterdeep, but the property that they own is in
Yes.
Silvery Moon that he referred to.
Yeah, and we
Okay.
got that like all the goods that we gotta get.
Fantastic. Okay, so you guys want to go talk to Lord Protector?
Yes.
Bringing them quests, baby. Oh, I'll also remind you there was a quest on the board if you want to pick up another one from the Lion Shield Coster.
I think you
Yeah,
left
we
it
would have grabbed
behind.
it.
The Lion's Share, anyway.
You're bringing the
I say
NPC.
grab it.
No, these
Grab
are,
it.
these are you guys. Oh
I'm
no,
not there.
Nars. Fuck you, Nars. Get out of here, Nars. Go clean a stable or something, loser. There we go. He's like, no, I'm part of the wild cards now. Haha. I'll be replacing your cleric. I'm another rogue. I'm not as good as the other one. All right. You guys. Oh, that's the wrong place. All right. You guys make your way up front. You see that she catches a moment. She goes, "Well, good to see that you all are making the best of your fame and your fortune, I suppose."
How are you doing, Lord Protector?
Well, I just took a giant sword to the face about 4 times today, so I'm all right. I mean, I lived. I didn't mean that to be sarcastic. Like I literally doing pretty good. I lived through 4 blows from a fire giant, so I'm
That's gotta
feeling
feel
pretty
good.
with my. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now, right?
That's impressive. Yeah.
I know, and I owe all of you a great deal. Not only did you save my city, but you saved my life. I went down, and you all kept me there and kept me alive. So thank you.
Yeah. We were told by some guards that you were in need of us.
Yeah, there was plenty I wanted to talk to you about. Here, why don't you come on inside? She'll show you inside, and she'll like take you to a little sitting area. And she'll say, "Well, listen, I want to disclose something to all of you." She refers to her pin on her shirt, and you see this sort of. It's like a harp. It's like a silver harp. She goes, "I belong to an organization, a faction, if you will, on the Sword Coast known as the Harpers. Have any of you ever heard of the Harpers before?"
Easy.
History?
History?
Yep.
12?
Hey,
Well,
that one.
That one?
Big
No,
old
you never heard of
zero.
Rain.
That is a 1.
One.
Like,
Rockozel
like-
and Durain are like,
Are they like a band
Nope.
that plays exclusively the harp? Because that sounds terrible.
I
that's
have
how
heard of them.
that is how it started, admittedly.
Yeah.
Nienna, you know the Harpers, a very, very secretive organization of people dedicated to the common good. They don't care about government. They don't care about organization. They don't care about religion. They care about the good of all. They care about the good
So
of the
they're
common
chaotic
folk.
good.
Yeah, they're chaotic good. Neutral to chaotic good. If they hear of a tyrannical leader, they will do everything in their power to topple that individual. There's no shortage of any kind of people who join. Typically, it's a lot of mages, bards, wizards, sorcerers, the occasional rogue and fighter and such, who are dedicated to the working in the shadows to serve the common good of the common man.
The greater good.
Greater good, exactly.
Good, good.
Just so you've heard of them,
Yes. Yes.
yes, and you two haven't.
Yeah.
Nope.
She
I've
basically
heard.
explains what I just said. She says, "Well, it's a faction of individuals dedicated to doing the good for the most amount of people. We're very secretive, but we do our job well, I like to think. And I have to say, it strikes me as odd that a fire giant would make it this far into the Desert Valley without me receiving any kind of warning from my faction. We're very well connected, understand. I want to make sure that my organization is very much aware of the gravity of the situation, because this shouldn't be happening. And towns, if they're to be threatened by fire giants at any random time, that's big news, and the Harpers should be made aware. So, I would like to invite you to help me to deliver the news to my organization, if you'd be so willing." She is going to give you guys, she's going to push across the table a platinum badge worth about 50 gold pieces, and it bears the Tribor insignia, 3 boars charging forward. She says, "I'd urge you all, if you're willing, to travel east along the Evermore Way to visit Danavir's house in Everland. This badge, you need to give it to an individual by the name of Droll Thelver. He's a one-eyed half-orc proprietor of this place. If you go to him and tell him what has happened, I have no doubt that good things will come your way, and rewards can be made, and that people will know of the common good and can be prepared, or the Harpers can be prepared to help them. Is that something that you'd be willing to do?"
What was it called again, the place? So I can look on the map?
The place she wants you to go to is a place known as Everland, along
Oh,
the
I see it.
Evermore Way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's by Silvery Moon. Yep.
Right next to Silvery Moon, that's right. I'll put
Okay.
you a little I'll put a little quest marker down there if you want to take it.
Yep.
There we go.
Leanna will
She
look at the
says-
others. Well,
Of
I
course.
suppose we're going in that direction anyway.
It protects
Excellent.
innocence. So
She'll take the
course.
glass.
Excellent. She says, I have no doubt that my man there will be more than willing to reward you. I've already rewarded you some, so you know that we Harpers are good for it. So please, I implore you, simply let him know what's going on.
Okay, I'm just going to add the custom item, Tribor pin.
Yes.
50 gold.
It is a platinum Tribor badge. So this carries the weight of my authority with it, so he will know what you have to say is authentic.
Thank you for trusting us with this. We'll do our best.
Okay, and I'm just going
Thank
to
you
make
for
a
your
note.
grand heroics and especially referring to Rockguzzle and your slaying of a momentous creature.
Wow.
I'm sure Evelyn will not forget it
Stop.
anytime soon, or Tribal will not forget that anytime soon. I'm sure the bards are already working on the tale. If you found this in any taverns,
They are.
I have no,
Oh.
I have no
chop us
doubts.
up.
Okay, so what was the name of this tavern?
The tavern's name is it's called Danavar's House. Danivarr. Danavar's House in Everland. You're going to give the badge to an half orc by the name of Droll, Dral, Theliver, Thelev, excuse me. Not hard to miss. One-eyed man, he's the proprietor there.
Thelev.
Thelev, that's right.
Okay,
Hard to miss, hard to miss. He's a good man.
all right.
He's a good orc.
A good half man.
A good half orc.
Mhm.
There it is.
Of course.
That was all I wanted to portray, and again, offer my sincerest thanks. If any of you had a mind, I mean, I'd be more than willing to allow you to purchase property here in Tribal. I mean, I don't know if you all have any sort of permanent residence or plan to stay very long or want a base, somewhere to visit, but we have many cottages I'd be willing to sell out to you.
I think at the moment it's a little more transient.
Fair enough, as I thought.
So I do hope to be around here for a lot longer, and I do want to help extend my services personally with keeping Tribor safe, even small mundane tasks.
Perhaps we could
Well,
rent
sure.
a cottage while we're here.
Oh, we don't really rent cottages here.
Mm,
The inn
Understand.
owners would have my head if I started renting places. I'm sure you can imagine.
yes.
But I have no doubt that you're staying with Urgula, right? I have no doubt that she's going to keep you well and comfortable.
Yes.
Of course.
Right. Well, I have much to do, so thank you very much for your time. And, again, for your heroics.
Well, just doing what heroes do.
That's right, doing what heroes do. Dwayne, you mind if I have a private word with you just for a moment?
Of course. And I look to the others, kind of like asking. Sorry,
Okay, you two fuck off. As Dwayne says.
I'll be out shortly.
We'll be outside.
Yeah.
Says, I wanted to thank you for your courage in the end of the battle. I think you diverted attention away from me and probably saved my life.
I simply just wanted to do my part and not lose anyone.
I understand your reluctance to enter the battle, and I must say, Drain, I didn't invite you here to talk down to you at all. I wanted to advise you that you were running away isn't always the worst thing. I think you had good instinct. It was a dangerous adversary to face. But I hope in the future, as I'm sure it sounds like there's giants here and there all over, there are some places worth saving, even at the cost of one's life. So, the courage you displayed. I hope when you are in the future faced with such odds, you weigh your courage against your instincts.
Yeah. Kind of like looks down a little bit shamed, but like he nods respectfully, kind of like, he takes the compliment, but and he's more like just, a little bit overwhelmed. I, oh, you sound, it's the first time I've had a conversation where I thought of home, specifically my father, which you two would get along swimmingly. And I, in any case, Lord Protector, I don't imagine I would have found that courage had I not seen it displayed before me firsthand. So I must thank you.
Thank you for saying so. I think, well, an old friend of mine once said that courage and heroics is good for saving the moment, but it means more when it can be passed along to the next generation. So,
Yeah.
that's all
You
that
just-
kindness is. So, perhaps you are going to inspire someone for their courage down the line next.
Perhaps. I can only hope so.
I have no doubt, Durain. You fought valiantly, and you were just as responsible for taking down that giant as anybody. Well, I mean, Rock Guzzle maybe a little more than most, but everybody else who contributed.
For the next battle, Lord Protector, here's hoping it's less of a surprise one. And
Well, if any vengeance comes on this town, I'll be glad to have your spear here in the meantime.
of course.
Right?
That's everything.
Yep, she gets up. She'll shake your hand.
And shakes it.
Respectfully shake
Ian
your
is
hand.
gonna walk over again and
Respectfully
if
shake
you're
his
okay,
hand.
feeling better, if you need help in the morning, I could be refreshed and perhaps help your wounds a bit.
Thank you. I have this new long rest remedy I'm trying, and it's said to perfectly heal you after a long night's rest, it sounds like it's really big right now. I don't. It sounds like bullshit, but I'm gonna give it a shot.
Of course.
But thank you. I'll let you know if I need the help. All right, fantastic. All right, another quest. Oh,
Another quest. And I'll Durain like a little bit of inspiration. He'll just go up and grab the quest that's at the board right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
It's the quest, and it's from the. Let's see. It's from the whatever it's called, the lion's share.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's from the lion's share, and it says talk to Narth if you are interested.
All right. Another.
All right, you head over to talk to Narth. Okay, fantastic. You head in, you see Narth. He's talking to a couple people. He's like, oh yeah, it's not every day anyone can just display heroism like that. You need to find courage somewhere deep inside of your heart. You know what I mean? And he goes, oh look, it's my good friends. It's the wild cards, and these are the real heroes of Tribor over here, right? We're all friends, right? And he throws his arm around Durain and goes look at this guy, and pats her armor, and he's like, this is the man right here. You see him smite that giant in the last moment. It was incredible. And the people are like, ooh, Narth, you're so cute. And then they all kind of disperse. He's like, give the heroes a moment to speak with me. I'm sure there's much to discuss. And they go, okay. And they all wander off. He goes, well, friends, it's good to see you. How are you doing? All in good health and such?
We are. And
Good. Glad to hear it.
it's been a busy morning and day. And here's and I hold up the quest request.
Right. I mean, I'm always happy to. Yeah, let me tell you about the job if you're looking for some work. Absolutely. Yeah, a few months ago, the Lion Shield Coster received a payment from one Amrath Mullenbar. Names on the Sword Coast. This person is the Castellan of Nonar's Hold. for 5 horse harnesses made by none other than Tirabor's finest horse maker, or harness maker, Althavir, as I'm sure you've all met, perhaps. He recently finished the last of the harnesses, and I need to arrange someone to make the delivery to Nonar's hold. But since the giant attack, I'm a little worried about the safe arrival of the shipment, so I would prefer if it was taken by yourselves, heroes and capable warriors and such. The village is near the High Forest, just so you know. Once attracted, every now and then can attract a wealthy hunter here and there. I'd be more than willing to pack the harnesses, put them in crates, and send them with you if you're willing.
Of course, we
That's on the way if we're heading east.
it's in our direction, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. I would be more than happy to load up the harnesses and give you of course, I'll give you I'll give you a cart and a draft horse to carry the load.
Wonderful.
Perfect. And the Razorbeak, by the way, do you have it out back?
Oh yeah. You want it?
Can you keep it there, and I'll grab it tomorrow when we come to take the
All right.
harness.
Yeah, sure. No, no problem. Keeping a hold on it for the time being. I mean, if you wanted anyone to take it off your hands, it's a rather heroic beast. If I didn't say so myself.
I did see it. You take a chunk out of the giant's leg. It was incredible.
I know. He's. I'm thinking of naming him Bloody Beak, but I mean, he's gonna be yours. I mean,
he's. But we'll keep that name in consideration. And
sure.
oh,
All right, you all just let me know when you're ready to go, and I'll get Boris ready for the trip. Boris is the horse, by the way. That's his name.
Boris.
That's right.
Moose and squirrel.
Huh?
Whatever she said.
I offer him a handshake.
Yep, because your handshake. He says, "Yeah, let me know when you're ready to take it. I'm willing to pay you 100 gold pieces up front. So whenever you're ready, come grab the cart and the horse and the shipment, and I'll give you the gold."
Alrighty.
All right. Well, thanks so much. It takes a weight off of my chest knowing that it's going to be taken by professionals.
All right. And well, we've a lot to regroup. Do we want to go to a tavern?
Well, I am quite hungry.
Yeah.
I could use a breather after all of these requests.
Fantastic. Yeah, you guys can maybe head to your usual place, and as you enter within, if you want to go here, of course.
Sure.
There's an applause as you enter. Woo! Yes! You guys like enter in. Big surprise, big celebration at your entrance. A hero's welcome. You're sat down. The tavern owner, he says, "Give them a round for free. Heroes drink for free." And they bring you over like a couple of ales, and they bring you some like traveler's stew.
Glass of wine.
Yeah, and a glass of wine for you. And yeah, you guys sit down. A bunch of people come up to you and they go, "Oh, thank you so much for saving the chance." Like, how did you do it? And you guys are immediately like the center of attention, the center of interest. There's a bar in the corner going, "And he climbed up his back and stabbed him in the head." And he's working on he's already working on a new song.
Definitely, like
giggling
I can
to
see
himself.
Durain and Rock Guzzle both right now doing like a. Well, if you guys
Drunkenly
want to
dancing on
really,
the table like in Lord of the Rings.
yeah, like Durain will performance it up and be like, "This is what happened, and we did this and did that."
Oh, wow. And the bards are there, like all taking notes with their big quills.
We should see how well he tells the story.
Is that Ranger there from the first night?
Yeah, she's there. She's hanging out. She's listening to the
Randall-
stories and like taking part and everything. She doesn't like come up to you guys as of yet.
I want to imagine the rock goes like the talking rock goes is like, "We see, we can hit him with this part of the dagger, and when you're throwing it, gonna need like giving them like tips, throwing
Well,
knives.
and they're like, oh, and they're like, and they're then they're like this, like if I was to get him like that, that's the best way to get. And they're getting tips from you for sure. They're like, well, he took down a giant. I mean, I want to know. And he goes like this. Is this a way to do it?
Just sitting back in her chair with her wine, just taking it all in.
Yeah, you're just taking it in. You're soaking it in. People are like, oh, just talking to you, and they're like, so what goal do you fry to? Yeah, people are giving a lot of attention to you guys. Is there any? And eventually they'll sort of like give you guys some space if you ask, or maybe the barkeep will come over. Nemeth says, all right, let's give the heroes some space to eat their breakfast." And they like put the bowls of food in front of you. Says, all of you, bugger off. You all got work to do, I'm sure. He gives you all like a little nod, and he goes back to kind of cleaning out by the front door, and you guys can have some time.
Yeah. Well, we should map out the next couple days' journeys. I feel like our the latest one we've got, it seems pretty easy. We just have to escort some harnesses.
Well,
It may be worth enlisting the help of a ranger if we get into the thick of the forests.
as far as I can tell with the map the Lord Protector's given us is that Noana's hold is the closest. Basically, just take the road east and then split off slightly to go south. But all the bulk of our new quests are all in that direction. We just kind of hop we go from Noana's to Everland to Silvery Moon to Felbar. The only thing that's out of like that sort of chain is the bounty in Xanthars.
Which we can build up to since it's not exactly pressing in time. But
It depends on
I like the idea of taking one direction first.
We also got to keep in mind about your commissioned armor.
Well, thinking about it won't make it get here faster, but the more, stuff we do.
All I'm thinking is if we want to journey-wise, we'd be going to Xanthars, bringing the dwarf to Mirabar, and then head back to Tribor.
Huh.
Would that be a roughly 2-week journey?
If you were to go up to Mirabar and back, give or take, it's about 16 days there and back. So if you guys left like,
And it gives us days to fuck around if we need to.
yeah, so you guys can, if you guys wanted to like leave like today or tomorrow or whatever, you could travel up the road to Xanthrals into Mirabar. The armor would definitely be done by the time you got back, and not too much later.
Okay.
So we take care of that, and then once your arm is finished, we can then head east and go to the Citadel. I personally think, yeah, that letter of recommendation from that blacksmith is a big deal, and getting
Where we should end everything.
And we will want to spend more time there, I imagine.
There's also no time constrictions on any of this, so if you want to just mosey your way down the road and get to wherever you're getting, wherever, yeah.
So I would say we hit up all the deliveries, all the quick ones, check that all those magic items cache, and do all of that before anyone that's specific towards the 16-day journey one. I guess a little above table talk here is basically like, if we went to the 16-day journey one, like we're like, all right, we're gonna go there. Is that just like a quick passing of time sort of deal?
Well, it's up to you guys. Like, as you're on the road, as you're traveling, like, I'll roll for random encounters, but yeah, generally speaking, we'll sort of have a larger, like, oh, you've made it to Long Saddle, this is what you see, and you guys can be like, we don't give a fuck, and then keep going or interact or however you feel. It's entirely up to you. If you guys want to, like, if you're like, can we just, like, get there, then I have no problem with that, of course.
I'm only thinking of doing the Xanthars first, just because then once that's done, head back to Tribal and then head east, and that's where just everything else is.
Yeah, I like that.
Dropping
I
down
like that
sequentially.
approach. Man.
It is
Yeah.
worth saying that the 16 days to Mirabar, again, give or take, I was a little generous,
Yeah.
just to be safe, but that is with like 50 speed horses or 50
Yeah.
speed creatures. So with your
Yeah.
axe
have-
beak, with your guys' horses.
Yeah. With next
Yeah, the
week,
draft horses.
I would like to believe that Rock Guzzle will travel as like passenger on me and his
Yeah.
horse.
Well, we also
Like,
have the horse in the wagon, so you could also
Yeah.
travel with repair in the wagon.
I would
Well,
say
you're
I
gonna take,
don't.
well, he's gonna give it to you when you're ready
Yeah.
to make the journey. So I don't know if you're gonna take that
Yeah.
in his whole shipment north.
Yeah.
That's
North's
true.
shipment would just be going east. For north, it would just be us and our horse and Axbeak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and repair's gonna have to get his own horse.
The Axbeak can seat two. We did
Yeah,
that.
I would say
on the-
you could, Rock Guzzle. I don't know if I'm gonna
Yeah.
say. Yeah, I'll say 2 people. Sure, why not? Why not? Why not?
We could make the journey.
We could technically split up. Let me check the axe beak for a second. It's about as strong as any horse. It's a large beast. Yeah.
So funny to be having an axe beak.
I'm gonna just double check to see if there's any sort of rule stipulation about mounts and 2 passengers.
Terrain should name it Goose.
Rules regarding so are the rules specifying.
Another question
Relevant
now.
rules for capacity. So it's about carrying
Are-
capacity at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Are we still level 2? Oh,
You're gonna level up at the end of the session.
Cool.
okay. Just keeping that in mind because planning our journey. I like your plan, Dave. The hit the long spot first, so then like everything we go, it kind of falls into place, domino style.
Plus, the thing, like, I mean, about if we succeed in our quest and bring the dwarf over to Mirabar, we'll be 5,000 gold better off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Willing creature
Buy
that is
some
at
more
least one
cool
size.
stuff.
And it may be,
Yeah.
it may be worth considering getting a because like yeah, we Tribor is basically our base of operations right now,
Mm-hmm.
and so I like that.
So just
Definitely
look-
work-
yeah.
Safe
Axe
here.
beak can take 2.
Okay. So yeah, I can take rock. I can take repair. You can take rock guzzle, and we'll head up this journey.
It's also worth noting, though it is slightly more like it makes you slightly more vulnerable to ambush. You guys could travel at like a fast pace. It is going to affect your passive perceptions, so that you might get ambushed a little easier, but you will get there and back faster.
And we
And the-
shouldn't eliminate the possibility that repair will want his own horse.
Yeah, I don't want to speak for
That's-
Abel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we? Another question is for this one specifically. I mean, I'll have to ask, but like, would we be able to ask for like backup, like take some of the time with us?
Yeah, like
Alright.
the elven archer lady.
That would be
You guys
160.
are, at any, and that's the thing. At any point, you guys are more than welcome to hire hirelings and such. Like the archer
Yeah.
lady, she's a little steep, but she's available. Yeah, you're
That'd
absolutely.
be 160 gold for the whole journey. Well, I'm not bad at math, but either way, she'd be worth it because we need a good ranger.
How much was it per day?
She's 10 gold a day.
10 gold a day. Okay.
Yeah, she's a skilled scout.
And we definitely need one of those.
I mean, once, because we'll be hitting level 3 after this, Rock Guzzle will be effectively. Oh god, that's not what it is.
The rangers let us pass without they let us be very protected out there
Yeah.
in these woods. from,
Yeah.
ambushes and all
And we
that.
need more range damage.
Yeah, as far as range
She's not a
damage.
ranger specifically. She has her own stat block, but she is a very skilled survivalist. Yeah, there's gonna be very few NPCs who are gonna be more effective than like a PC,
Yeah.
but
And
she's
then-
still got some good skills.
And remember, she's hot. She's hot, you guys. No, but I think hiring her would be good.
Yeah.
I think talking to the Lord Protector, maybe just give us two goons. Maybe those two goons that we've met, be like, hey, you guys want to journey out?
I'm not sure if we'll to like steal some of the 12.
Yeah, she probably doesn't want us to take her guards.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I like just the ranger lady. I think hiring her would be smart.
I can agree with this.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
should I can go talk to her. I think it went well last time. You know, I usually do well, but it was all professional. So.
Uh-huh.
I see.
Professional, huh?
I promise.
I promise. Yeah, so you stand up and you head over to her table. And she says, "Hello, big hero. How are you doing?"
Well, I sit down, like it's like I did one of these, like I'm about to, and then I just
Riker
sit down.
maneuver.
I sit down immediately and go, honestly, it's a lot. I am kind of overwhelmed. I'm a little bit scared. My tummy's made all kinds of sounds, and it has just been so much. Everybody wants us to do so much stuff. They want us to go here, they want us to go there, and I love being outside. But you know, you start thinking there's one fire giant, why there's another, and so I am here today to see how you're doing.
I'm doing great. It's always good around here when the big heroes need help, especially when they're recently so flush with coin. From what I hear,
Oh yeah,
you finally able to afford my tastes.
perhaps if you know, we're taking a longer journey, and well,
Dangerous roads. I mean, there could be more than
Dangerous
one
roads.
fire giant out there, right?
that is true. Here, why don't you come join us, have the rest of your dinner, and meet my friends, because we're looking to hire you.
Sound of that? She hops up. She's just drinking, so she heads over to the table, and she will head over with Durain. And she says, "You're gonna introduce me to your friends. You remember my name, right?"
Ah, well, you know, I took a big hit to the fire giant.
She goes, "That's what I thought." She
let
gives
me-
you like a little one of those. She
Uh,
goes, "It's a pleasure to meet
you
everyone
blush.
here. I'm the half-elf hunter around here who goes by the name of Zindra Winterbow. I'm very skilled on the road at what I do: survival, animal handling, perception, especially hunting, tracking.
Sorry,
These are
Zinder
my
Winter.
skills." Her name is Zindra Winterbow, as it sounds.
Nice.
Winterbow?
Zindra Winterbow. She goes, "I am incredibly skilled at survival, at perceiving the roads and dangers around. I'm a stealthy hunter. I know a lot about the natural habitat. Skilled archer. Happy to help if you are willing to hire me at my price.
Do you know the road north pretty well?
I know the road anywhere."
Oh wow. Confident. I like that.
Not confidence, just the truth.
Nice. Well, huh? Am I right? I think it's our best choice.
I mean, there's all kinds of dangers out there. It'd be good to know what's on the road, and I know what's on the road. There's all kinds of things are crazy out there. So many more hill giants and Uthgard hunters around here. You guys know about Uthgards, right?
Do I?
Do I?
Make me a history check.
Ooh, good at these.
18.
18. She knows about Uthgards. Anybody else?
14.
14? All right, I'll give it to you. Dwayne, do you wanna
18,
roll?
which is a nat 20 on my part.
Yeah, very nice. You guys do know about the Uthgards. It's fitting, Dwayne, that you would succeed on this check. Uthgards, they are barbarians. They are savage barbarians. They are primarily human. In fact, like, you'd be surprised if you didn't see a human Uthgard. They roam around the savage frontier. They have many different tribes, and they're considered very dangerous and very violent. More often than not, they'll attack on sight.
Huh.
So that was what were your specific rules? 18.
18.
18, Rockguzzle?
14.
14, okay. So I'd say that's what you know. Nienna and Doreen, you might know some more specifics like different tribes in different places, and that the tribes do have infighting. They more specifically the things that they do not like they don't like anyone who is in an Uthgardt, but they especially despise orcs and magic users. They fear magic and they hate orcs.
Hmm.
So
We are going
usually it's
north.
warned that if you ever meet an Uthgardt and they don't try and kill you on sight, don't cast magic or do anything magic around them, or they will not like it. Deadly barbarians. She says, so yeah, you know about Uthgardt. They're on the move lately. The giants have stirred up everybody, and it can be quite dangerous out there.
Well, it's gonna be a long journey, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. It means plenty of our company, but also plenty of our coin.
Well,
I
if one isn't good, I like the other.
I so perhaps we all have a nice night of celebration, a long rest, and take off first thing in the morning.
Where are you headed?
Xanthal's Keep, and then maybe later on Mirabar.
Nearby, huh? Okay. So that would be about 16 days, maybe more. So I'll tell
Do
you
you
what,
have a
why don't you
mount?
pay me the Sorry?
Do you have a mount? A ride?
Yeah, I have a mount.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, why don't you pay me the 100 gold up front, and whatever other days are attached onto this little journey, we'll pay after the journey. How's that sound?
Do a perception check. See if she's
Perception?
she's shooting straight with us right now.
Oh,
Insight?
okay, make an insight check. Yep, insight.
I would also like to do an insight check.
Go for it.
18.
21.
There is no doubt she's a straight shooter. She's very down to business. She knows her stuff. She knows what she's worth, and she's asking for it. And there's probably a chance that, like, on the road, if you make it past the 10-day mark, she'll be like, okay, like, pay me for today, you know? But other than that, like, yeah, she's as far as you can tell, very straight shooting.
Okay.
You never know with these NPCs. Maybe if you get along well enough with them, maybe they'll join more permanently. Who knows? Gotta make a good impression, though. But for now, she's certainly willing to do the job.
I feel comfortable doing that, and I have spent a lot of money today, but so I don't want to speak for this one, but what do we say? What say you, Rockguzzle?
I say that it would help to have someone who knows the lay of the land and is familiar with the possible dangers up ahead.
Well, how about in the morning we pay up, and then we'll head.
Sounds good.
Because above the table, we gotta wait for Abel and see if he's willing to throw in 25 gold towards this.
Sure. Just as by all means, take your times and figure it out.
You can join us for the rest of the night. Where I'm
Sure.
planning on celebrating here.
Absolutely. And she'll sort of sit down, and she'll have a drink, and yeah, you guys will be fed, and people are buying you drinks, and you'll be fed by the bar, so you don't need to worry about paying for any of that today.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to buy you a drink.
Nienna's not gonna drink more than one.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Same for Rockers.
Fantastic.
Durain's gonna party. He shouldn't because they have a quest first thing in the morning. But he lived the giant fight, and he's a man of the people.
It's the
So,
adventuring life. You gotta take your kicks where you
it'll-
can.
It'll be that kind of drinking thing where, like, if you guys start tapering off, Durain's not gonna taper off.
Yeah, Durain stays and has a great time. Absolutely. Does anyone head back to the inn at any point?
Yeah.
Cool. Nienna and Rockguzzle. We're gonna talk to you for a second here. Because you definitely don't have enough quests yet. Let's give you one more.
Run to the bathroom while this happens real quick, since Durain.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't get a break
we
today.
we kind of missed our break. Lots going on. Um, where's the inn? Oh god. Oh, it's right here. Just went across the street. So you get here, you see Urgula's there with her dogs. And she says, "Well, it's a good thing that you all showed up when you did. I don't think things would have gone quite as smoothly without all of you. Thank you for making things a little safer around here."
Thank you for your arrows.
The
Well,
bards
tell you
were
what.
practicing songs.
You've been getting a lot of attention, huh?
I think it's about time for a little bit of quiet after today.
Well, mind if Benji, you're looking for some quiet, but mind if I bend your ear just for a little bit?
Go ahead.
All right. Well, I used to be an adventurer, much like all of you. And my former adventuring companions, well, they did quite good for themselves, as did I. That's how I bought the tavern. Now, one of my adventuring companions, a wealthy knight by the name of Harthos Zamorvin, was the wielder of a mighty weapon. It was known as the giant-slaying greatsword.
Sorry, Harthos.
Harthos Zamorvin. I will post the name in the chat. This one's a little tougher.
And the name of the sword was?
The sword is the giant-slaying greatsword. As you can imagine, that's probably a pretty useful item on the Sword Coast right now. Well, my adventuring days are behind me, and if Harthos was being honest with himself, his are behind him too. The last time I spoke to him, Harthos was living in Zamorvin Hall, his ancestral keep on the Ruvian Road, southwest of Silvery Moon. I think Harthos might be willing to part with the weapon if you mention my name to him and explain the reason for needing it. So I offer you this. You might use my name, you might visit my friend, and tell him what's going on, and maybe, just maybe, he might be willing to loan out his sword.
Interesting. I will mention it with Durain and Repair when they join us.
Very well.
Thanks for the info.
No problem. I thought it might help, and it seems like you all have adventuring ahead of you. And if you're out there slaying giants, that's better for all of us. Nobody wants giants on the road. So, why don't you all get yourself some rest now? Just thought I'd pass that little tidbit along.
And how much was the room and board again?
What a good question. As this
I think
is
it was like 10 silver, wasn't it? Or 8 silver?
It was 8 silver, that's right.
8 silver, okay.
So yeah, if everyone wants to pay out 8 silver, your inn's covered for the night.
Alrighty.
So Morven Hall. All right. With that, Rotguzzle and Nienna are sick and tired of the fame. They go have a little quiet time, chill out.
Nienna's gonna make those potions.
Sure, make some potions. Meanwhile, Durain has not had enough yet and goes and parties. Is the talk of the town, is the soul of the party, the honorary guest, and just has a good time out. And it's a little bit early, but I think as we come to the conclusion of this day, it might be a good time to call the session. We didn't get our break, so we'll do it a little extra early, and hopefully we'll have a repair with us next session to decide what's next for the wild cards. But it sounds like we're heading north, and then we're doing our little journey to the east. Yeah, but unfortunately we are missing our next 2 sessions. I'm very sorry. If anyone has a one shot or anything, feel free. I
might do magical kitties.
Is that all your games, by the way? Is that Monday too?
Not all my games. I'm gone for like 10 days, so some games it's 2, some games it's 1. But I'm gonna post in all of the chat so everybody knows.
Okay.
All right.
And do we level up?
And everyone levels up.
Yes.
Can't believe we not only killed the giant, only Buster, rest in peace.
Buster.
Imagine that, like, because I'm taking Soul Knife, that Reels is like in this room, and he's like, he's reimagining the whole event. It's like, I threw a dagger like this, and then like just the dagger just appears in his hands. Like, wait, hang on, what?
Wait, what?
Do we get long rest?
We'll hold off on that. There's still
Okay.
plenty of day left, so let's hold off
Oh,
on
yeah,
the long
okay.
rest. And repair's got stuff I'm sure they're gonna want to do, so
Yes.
yeah, we'll hold off on the long rest.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Are we all good? Everybody's got all their
Awesome.
We're all
goods and
good.
money and all right, fantastic. Well, I
Ooh.
have precious little time before my next game.
Good
so
luck,
I
dude.
hope everyone had a good time.
Hell
And
yeah.
we'll pick it up soon.
Thanks for your session.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Alrighty.
Bye, guys. Oh, before y'all go, I need pictures of your characters because I want to draw a couple playing cards.
Nice.
For sure, I can send you.
All right.
Let's like that.
Cool. All right. This like
Want to hang out and friend us for a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Alright.